Well, all right.
All right.
All right. I picked up some new tunes.
I heard them. They're pretty good. I like them a lot.
I'm digging them. I'm
They're
digging.
a lot better than the that we.
I agree with me,
Yeah. Okay.
and they're awesome.
I agree with you also in this case.
I agree
Very
with me.
rarely is that the case, but in this case, I do. Plantera, Bitfly, Law the Gamer, Hunter. What is up?
What's up, guys? Live, on time and on point, coming to you free of charge. In front of worldwide interwebs, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 28th. Dang! Live edition, long time coming. I anticipate every duplicated, often supplicated, underappreciated, unbut you program. The program feature the Nick Standard opinion compensated talents of William Bishop. But we're stable, full mediator, moderators, third round draft pick to be named later. I got you.
Oh.
I got you, Mr. Man. 3 people, 2 attempts, 1 dream. Broadcasting's finest train wreck. All right, good. Thank you, man. Enough about you as Grim Phoenix presentation. Association with YouTube, iTunes, all the other tunes, all the other tubes available from coast to coast. From every coast to every coast. All right.
Space Ghost, coast the most.
Host with the most, ladies and gentlemen, one, the only dash pants, Pope Hope, noob YouTube, cat with cool hat, GG of VOD, specialist extraordinaire, 3-time world record holder, probably more. He's lost count. He's lost count.
Sometimes, it just depends on the patch and all that jazz and all that stuff.
They've ruined my game. They've ruined my
game.
They've ruined my game.
Everybody else is like, they ruined my game now. I'm not even the one who's like, they ruined my game now. I'm like, whatever, it's fine.
Mr. William Bishop, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going? What's up, Conchan? How's life treating you? How's this week been for you? We only get to do this every Thursday, and I'm hyped for number 100.
Every time.
What are we gonna do for number 100?
100, cow. That's a long way. I still haven't.
It is a long way, huh?
I mean, I still haven't settled on a partner. I mean, we getting how many probationary? How many probationary do you get to do?
Is 60? Is it like a 60-week probationary period?
Yeah, I figure we're in pretty good. I'll say.
After 100, I'll feel like my chair is.
Yeah, we'll settle into the chair.
You might as well just deal with it rather than give up. Right?
You might as well deal with it.
Just deal with it. It's whatever.
Well, I mean, it's okay when you say just deal with it, but yeah, let me go to your place and turn loose a macaw in your studio. Like, let's try that. Just deal with it.
After 100 episodes of the macaw being in there, just whatever. Like this, it's part of the show now. It's not even. You don't even have to worry about it. It is what it is. Why are you stressing about the macaw? It's just macaw. It's fine.
That's right.
Actually, I think a lot of people kind of have a similar situation where they're like, well, this part of my setup sucks. Whatever. Just whatever. I'm going to deal with it. This part of my stream, I don't like it. Whatever. I'm just going to deal with it.
And that's okay when it's a monetary issue.
It's space issue, monetary issue. I guess it's all monetary stuff. Like you needing a better soundproof room, for example, like a monetary thing.
That's probably. But
right.
For example, cleaning up all the papers around your desk, not a monetary thing.
Well, that doesn't affect the stream. It doesn't affect anybody. You can have as much trash around you want. That's one of the best parts about streaming.
No. Well, but I mean, but it'll affect you, right?
Well, yeah, it'll affect you. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I don't
your
get.
Desk right now.
Paper. That's why I said paper, because I'm looking straight at a bunch of papers. But stuff I can deal with. I got one that I got to go do, and then the other one I got to go do, and the other one I got to go file. So.
Okay. Sure.
But I have 3 things that I just need to take care of real quick.
See, I have a drawer right here, and the things I don't want to deal with go into that drawer, and then that's that. The drawer eats it.
And then later on, you fill out, what is this warrant for? Oh yeah, the drawer. The drawer, right.
Yeah, no, yeah, officer, the drawer. Just
the drawer.
Just talk to the drawer real fast. It'll be fun.
I just consolidated one of my piles into 2 of my piles into one. So
you're handling paperwork. Yeah, that's good. That's
great.
great. I'll wait.
Yeah. Everybody good? Y'all good?
Cloudhead, you ready now? You good to go?
I'm good.
It's 7 o'clock. I don't. You just let me know.
I'm good.
Have you set up your Patreon account yet?
Yes. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So.
And then.
It's in test right now because I have to be careful about identities.
Okay. So yeah, it is a bit different.
I have to do. I'm also, because of that, I may have to switch to Game Wisp.
Okay.
The other thing that lets me know that Game Wisp is a little bit better because it links up with DeepBot. like
Oh,
that.
it does?
Yes.
It? Oh, that's cool.
Deepbot and Game Wisp are on target.
That is awesome. I did not know that.
Correct.
That's one of the biggest issues I have with Patreon is that there is no bot linkage at all. If I want to do anything with the bot, I have to manually scrub each name.
And I may just switch over. I may switch over and just go there. So
I think Game Wisp is fine. I was thinking about switching to Game Wisp until Patreon introduced the pay when you sub thing.
yes,
So now when someone subs to Patreon, you give $5 right then and there.
in immediate. Right.
Right. That's a pretty big deal.
That is a big deal.
Strongly considering switching to Game Wisp at that point. Game Wisp is okay. And I don't see any issues with Game Wisp. The biggest issue with Game Wisp is that it takes $1 per tier. So if you have a $1 tier,
Yes.
you get $0.
Right. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's kind of a big deal. You would normally get 90 cents from Patreon, but at the if you only have a $100 tier,
Boom.
you get you're
99.
you're getting 1%.
You're gonna bank it. Right.
They're taking 1% rather than taking
That's cool.
1%.
I think mine
So, yeah,
is
it's
mine
kind of-
starts at 5.
So
My
you
idea
have 5, so you lose out on the 5 tier because it takes 1/5 of it rather than
Yeah.
1/10 of it.
I'm okay with
So,
that.
yeah.
I mean,
It takes double.
double what Patreon does.
Yeah, it takes double what Patreon does for first tier for $5.
Yeah, I'm okay, I'm
Patreon.
okay with that. 50 cents.
Okay, that's good.
50
Great.
cents per. We'll see. We'll see how it shakes out.
That's a big deal to me. That's why I haven't switched because right there, most people are $5
Yeah.
subs, $10 subs.
Yeah.
So that's
I'd say.
big equation. I don't know. I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
I want to make all the money I possibly can make as part of the money making scheme. I guess
Right.
is right. So yeah, that's
Well-
why I haven't switched.
Well, it's like this. It's like
It was like this and like that, and
it's like if you're. I do want to start on Game Wisp. I do want to get moving on that, but I focus more on the long haul things, right? If I'm going to be streaming for many years or whatever it is,
Right. That's how I think of it too. I'm going to be streaming for years.
Right.
To come.
if I'm going to be doing that for years, I'm doing stuff that is long reaching. Like this, what we're doing, free. Something we're doing as a passion project, something fun that we get
Right.
to do, but it's not for right now. It's for later.
Yes, I have
for
that
later.
feel for this channel way more than the other channel.
Sure,
That-
for sure.
That's
Well, you're in a different situation than me. You pretty much have no safety net. Like you have
Right.
to go with your
No,
channel.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this channel for sure is the long longevity channel, and I have the feel that one day this will be bigger than the other channel.
Hope so.
We'll be doing here, and we'll have more resources going into this, and it'll be more organized and
Yeah.
lots of stuff to do here. I really like streaming every day because I get practice at doing the streaming thing, and I feel like it's gonna pay off so big one day. One day we're gonna have the one opportunity at one moment, Mom Spaghetti.
Mom
where it's gonna be
Spaghetti.
like, hey, can you do this for us real fast? And I'll be like, yes.
Yes.
I prepared so hard for this. I am ready. I'm here. Let's do it right now.
Right now.
Yeah, totally. That's gonna happen. I mean, that's what you have to fight for, really. I was
Totally.
I think I've talked this about before on like one of the first episodes. Justin, the guy who ran Twitch before it
Yeah.
kind of got really big.
Justin TV.
He, in his Reddit post about him selling the company and stuff like that, was like absolutely every single day. Absolutely every single day, I was like, "This is failure. I'm quitting. This is dumb. I failed. I've lost it. I can't do it. Like, there's no way that this is gonna work out."
Yep.
And then it was just like, "Oh, never
Rocket
mind."
rocket ship. Rocket
Boom,
ship.
there we go. We've done it. And the difference between him and other entrepreneurs is that he just waited. He kept doing it until rocket ship happened. You fail rocket ship mode as soon as you give up. The instant that you actually give up, not think about give up, mind you, but actually give up. You never have the opportunity there.
Totally.
I think
The
that happens with YouTube channels, Twitch channels, every business, every restaurant. You have to have the foresight to know that it's going to be something that you're not going to make money off of, quite possibly for 10 years.
wow. Yeah. Yeah, and here's the thing. It's almost like an audition where you're going along, you're streaming, and you go do this podcast, you're streaming, you do this podcast, and then one day someone says, "Hey, will you be a guest on whatever?"
Yep.
And or better, I need a guest host for X.
Yep.
Right? And
Yeah,
then they
exactly.
go,
Those are the things you say yes to. Always.
and there's
Like,
3 people that they have, And 2 people are guys that I really know, and one of them has been doing a podcast on his own for a year, and that podcast is really good, and he's got a product. Who you think they're going to pick, right?
Right. Exactly.
Boom. They're going to Badger because he's got reps. He's got practice.
Longevity is there.
Yep.
He's got practice. How long has he been doing it? How many episodes has
How many episodes?
Yeah, okay.
27. He's got 27 solid episodes.
Not 28.
27.
One day
There's
content.
another guy right next to him that has been doing it for 28.
28 in a row. Amazing.
Oh!
One day, you wait. One day I'm getting that from you. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna break your kneecaps. The content couldn't make it today, guys. Content, no, he's not here. No, that noise, no, that's not him. He's not in the. I'm locked up in the closet over there.
I actually did go hunting around on Beam. Okay, so this is interesting. This is streaming time. I went hunting around on Beam because Beam seemingly does not have a gaming talk show category.
Yeah, yes, it does not. That is correct.
I cannot find one. I've been through that whole goddamn game list, searching for the word TALK or discussion or discuss or converse or anything. I've been through it all.
Synonym. Got it. Yeah.
Nothing.
Beam is so small too. When you go look on Beam, like you can be like the top 5 streamer on Beam. There's like 40 people watching.
Boom. Yeah.
And that's cool. That's really cool.
Right.
Because if all the traffic on the site is, maybe you get 10% of the traffic on the entire site. That's insane. Could you imagine 10% of the traffic on Twitch? It would be nuts. It would be preposterous.
Yep.
Your chat would be useless. Right. It'd be rendered inoperable.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, I've been thinking about that a lot, but yeah. So here's what I've been doing with Beam, is that I bookmarked a bunch of discussion in their forums, and it's other people starting podcasts on other platforms, and they're actively looking for good guests.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Why not? Why wouldn't we? Right?
Yeah, right. We're doing that too. Really, it's It's always scary to have a guest. You really have to be like, is this a good person to bring on the show?
Oh, for sure.
Especially because in this service, you have no dump button. So if they say something and you're like, uh-oh, I brought a crazy person.
And another thing about the Asians and blah, blah, blah. Oh, whoa, hey, we're out of time. We're out of time, guys.
And you could be like, no, his opinion doesn't reflect my opinion all you want, but he's on the show.
But it's done. It's done. So, it's done.
You can't really take it back.
Yeah.
And even if it's just to one person, I always want to treat it like it's to 1 million people.
That's
how
for sure.
I always broadcast.
For sure.
So it seems like a small thing, but it is like a really big thing.
Because here's what happens is you'll go Trump with it, right? So that something you were broadcasting to 9 users, right?
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying.
You were broadcasting to 9 users at the time, way back in 2016. It is now 2022.
Mm-hmm.
You're huge. You've got an audience of 10,000 every time. Mm-hmm. And then someone throws this tape right in front of you and goes, look what he said about the Asians.
Look what he said. And it's like, whoa, why did you say that? And you're like, oh, God, what do you do after that point?
I grab him right in the, never mind.
Yeah. What do you say? You say, I didn't mean it. It was shower talk. I was joking.
Right. What do you do? What do you do?
People. You try to.
What do you do?
I mean, you suck it. This is what you do. You failed. You lost.
Yeah.
That's a kick in the face, and you have to very slowly recover from that.
Yep.
And that's exactly what you do not want to have happen.
Right.
And that is the big thing about the live.
Yeah.
Format.
Yeah, that's the only thing you can do is you look the camera straight in the eye and you grab them right by
grab right, kiss them when I want to.
Kiss them whenever you want to.
Oh gosh, that's a whole nother issue. I don't even want to.
Yeah. I don't even know what we need to do, man. I'm out of ideas. I don't know if you got any ideas.
Take charge. I don't know.
I'm out of ideas.
Explosions and leaving to Canada. I don't know. Is my ideas right now.
I got an invitation yesterday to go to the Netherlands.
So you're like, hey. Was it like, send me $10 and I'll send you a ticket? Was it
3 months ago? I would have never entertained such an idea.
No way. Why would I ever?
Why would I want to do that? The whole place is it's underwater. It's underwater. The place is literally underwater. It's 2 feet underwater. 100%. It's 2 feet underwater. Why would I ever want to go? Wait.
Is it nice?
They got a bunch of bicycles. They're pretty
They look
efficient.
like- yeah, they
Yeah.
seem like nice people.
Yeah, I got an
I
invitation.
have a
I got an
gun, though.
invitation yesterday. Why don't we just all go to the Netherlands?
Yeah, let's all go there. Let's all immigrate to the Netherlands. See how the system holds up.
Tallest
Should be fine.
people on the earth. You know that?
I do know that. I don't know why though. Everyone else statistically has gotten shorter. And the Netherlands
Oh,
has
no.
not.
No. I think it's they were tall and they grew at the
Oh, I see.
same. They've always just been taller. The
So
Vikings
they always.
were always bigger than everybody else, and so as we grow, they grow too.
I see. Okay, so it doesn't matter. No matter what happens, they'll always be the tallest people on the planet.
Maybe not no matter what happens, but they're at least keeping up with our rate of growth, I would say.
I see.
Because-
Are people getting shorter, not taller, or are people getting taller?
Oh, we've got to be getting taller with nutrition and with quality of life and with all of that sort of stuff, and with, I would say, less war statistically means giant males are now not recruited for war and go off and die. They now stay in the gene pool and breed, right? And plus nutrition, plus just dominant genes and quality of life and all that sort of stuff would say that I would say tall genes are more dominant than short genes just because of selection.
We're gonna end up as lanky aliens. We're be lanky, big-eyed, big-headed, super tall.
That's the other thing, is that
humans.
lanky alien looking. But here's the thing:
Alien
is
looking.
that the more we get out into space, the less our physical bodies will matter and will thrive.
Way less, right?
If you think about it, all of our muscles are the way they are because they push against gravity all the time,
Gravity.
right?
Yep, gravity is our biggest trainer. Gravity is constantly active.
100%.
Even while sitting, muscles are still contracting to keep us upright,
Yep.
balance us, and it's not something we really notice, but it's constantly happening.
And those
And it's
poor,
most noticeable in
Yeah.
astronauts who are up there,
100%.
and they come down and they have a 30% mass reduction. In their
which is
entire body.
huge. And they go up for a
it-
month, and they come
Right.
down, and they are so weak, and they have to be
rebuilt it.
helped
They have to, right. They
out
have
of
to
their
do-
capsule.
What's the training called? You have to go
Isometrics.
through, like, no, muscle therapy. Not muscle therapy. What's it called? You get really
Yeah.
bad injured, and you have to go through
Physical therapy.
Physical therapy. They have to go through physical therapy to be able to walk around normally again,
Which is
because
nuts.
they're.
Yeah,
It's what I was saying. Their spine has atrophied to a point. The spines and the muscles.
and
that
it's
deal with their back
fast.
and
It
stuff.
is
Right.
fast.
Because you don't use it, you lose it,
Yeah,
which is nuts. It's
but
scary.
but it is so scary because of how fast they lose it. I mean, there's an astronaut. There's a 35, 40-year-old astronaut goes up there and loses 25, 30% in like a month or something.
And they exercise a lot. They exercise up there too. They're forced
Yes.
to do exercises up
They
there.
have to.
I think they're starting. I think on the International Space Station they actually have a,
Centrifugal gravity generator guy.
I was gonna say the movie that has that in it.
2001.
2001, yes, the Space Odyssey. Yeah, that has the
That's a
Space
great
Odyssey
scene.
thing in there. Which, yeah, isn't it amazing? I still can't believe they did that. Every
That's
time I watch it,
great.
I'm like, how did they do this? This is
That's great.
This is such a long time ago to do this. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it has that, and that's supposed to help them because it makes gravity basically.
Right.
So that's probably what our ships are gonna look like.
Spinning. They have to
They're
be.
all gonna spin.
They're all going to have to spin at some point. They're all going to have, or they do some sort of weird electrical thing where they generate gravity for us. Like when we figure out that thing,
Oh, I see.
where
That'd be-
where we can just
I don't
flip
know.
a switch,
And the
use
gravity
some
goes
power,
on.
and gravity goes onto a floor.
That'd be
right?
crazy.
Yeah.
I don't see that. Oh man, that would
Well-
I would never say I don't see that
Okay.
happening because oh my god.
We can make a magnetic field with electricity. No one
sure,
would have
yeah.
ever thought we could have done that.
right.
we
And
just
that's
gotta-
basic.
Right. I mean, you have an electromagnet that is controlled by a
Right.
switch, right?
Electromagnetism. It's basic electromagnetism that we can make a magnetic field now. So yeah, totally. I
Yeah.
guess it makes sense that we can make a
What about
gravitational field.
electrogravitism? Woo! That's so cool. And you can just
Need
say,
another
all right,
Albert Einstein.
I'm going to put this little floor down, and I'm going to hit this button right here, and I'm going to dial it up to 9.8 meters per second squared, and that's my acceleration
wow.
towards the floor. And
So
there
what
you
if
go.
you have that on Earth? Like you have a wall that is the gravity field. You just be like this.
Yeah,
you
it'd
have
be like
gravity going
Inception.
down.
It'd be like Inception where you're walking up
You'd be-
walls.
You'd be sideways and
Yeah.
stuff. Oh man. Okay, well that'll be a theme park. Letting you know right now.
Oh, 100. Yeah. Oh,
It'll be monetized
that's right.
immediately.
Immediately, yeah.
Instantaneously, it'll be monetized.
That's great.
Someone's definitely gonna make that into something.
No, okay.
And that's how it'll get big.
All right, you ready?
And then we'll have porn where people are upside down.
You
Boom.
ready?
I'm ready.
Double the capacity of movie theaters. Because now, right?
No way. It'd have to be so cost efficient. You'd have people on the roof above you. No, I don't even know.
Double the capacity of airplanes because you could put
and
seating
buses.
and buses on. You put
everything.
seating up all there. Yeah.
Could you imagine if it like failed though? Like the electrical thing failed.
Oh yeah. Half the audience hits their face on whatever. Yeah.
No, half the audience hit the other half of the audience.
Right. Yeah.
You're asking. I mean, that's a lot of lawsuits right there.
Sit under the.
It would have to be super. Oh man.
Sit under the hot soft girl that would land on you eventually.
Yeah. Come here, baby. I got you.
Gotcha. I'll catch you.
I see you. It's gonna be important seating.
Yep.
There's probably special seats that don't have people above seating. Also.
First class. First
class won't have up seating.
Yeah.
Or maybe first class will only be upside down. Maybe it'll be a mark of power to be upside down.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyways, that's never gonna happen. All right, in my lifetime. Probably.
Electrogravitism? Oh man.
We're never gonna be upside down. No.
I think we just invented it. We just cast the net.
Right now?
Yeah.
We could definitely do an entire sci-fi movie off of this now, and like, it'd be the best.
Yeah, the same way. You know, we even put them in cranes that are battery operated, right? You have basically, you have a scooper, a construction vehicle that is on treads, right?
That's a technical term.
It's a tank tread, and it has a little deal, and then has this arm that comes off of it and scoops out, right?
Yep, totally.
Replace the scooper with a little crane, electromagnet.
A gravity field, and it just.
That's
like
it's an electromagnet. It's driven by a battery, right? Because it's not plugged in because you just drove it.
Totally. Right.
So
that's not. You can put a battery on it. That's not a big deal.
Yeah. So do that for gravity.
Gun. You could have a gun that does this.
Portal gun.
Just like push people away or. Portal gun. That's a whole different.
No, not the portal gun. The
gravity gun, right?
Is it gravity gun in Half-Life 2?
Yeah, it's just called a gravity gun. I'm pretty sure.
What is that gun?
Yeah, it charges up gravity gun or something like that.
Grav gun?
Maybe
Half-Life 2.
Half-Life already had this idea.
Gravity gun. Yeah, that's it.
It's gravity gun, yeah. Anyways, yeah. It is a gravity gun. So you can just have that, and you can just like, hey, get out of my house. Someone goes flying.
Man,
totally.
Half-Life is so far above ahead of its time.
Too far. Valve, how you doing this?
How you doing?
Valve was actually from the future. That's what it is. Valve is just time travelers. That's all it is. It's straight up what it is. They have come back from the future. Portal guns are gonna be like a normal thing. You just put the portal down in your friend's house. Just over there now.
Yep. Let me put that picture up because this is interesting. Look at this.
Just a grab gun?
Yeah, grab gun.
I mean, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about gravity gun. Old Graverino. Gravity's fun. I mean, we still don't really know how 100% how gravity works. We know like it's based off mass and other things, but
well, there's a couple different ways. There's a couple different ways that gravity. We think gravity works.
Gravity gun there.
Yeah. There's a couple different ways where we think gravity works. Gravity works in relation to mass. Right, is an empirical equation we developed. So every part of my mass is pulling against every part of this mass.
Right,
so
every part of mass causes gravity to happen.
It's why I'm attracted to busty ladies more so than non-busty ladies. It's because of mass. It's science, ladies. It's just
More
science.
Pushing for the pushing.
It's
is
just,
that what it is?
it's just science.
The bigger they are,
it's just
better?
Science. I mean, we're all governed. We're all governed by equations. You're governed.
Orbiting around them.
Just orbiting. That's it. That's it.
Kicked.
And then there's the other one. There's Einstein's theory about the fabric of space, right? So
totally, yeah.
So if you think about, say, a trampoline, and you put a weight in the trampoline, you know how it kind of curves in,
bends,
right?
Sure.
It bends in. Well, then if I drop a little marble around that bowling ball that I've dropped in, it starts swirling like this.
Around.
And that's one theory about gravity, about how gravity works, because the more massive you are, the more of a disturbance you make in the bending of the space fabric.
Force. That's what you're saying. So now
space
Star
fabric.
Wars is real too.
And we've proved this is a thing because here's what happens is we put a line, we aim a telescope towards the sun, and there's stars behind the sun that we should not be able to see. But when we look at them, the sun bends our scope to where we see them behind it. It bends our view.
Gravity bends light in this case.
Yes. So that there's stars. We can only really do this. I think we do this most during eclipses because the sun usually just blinds out telescopes and all that other stuff. It's hard to do. But once you have an eclipse, there's stars behind the sun that are physically blocked. Like one, if the microphone is the sun, we're here and we're here. We can't see each other because we're on either sides of it. But
as a direct line.
There's no possible way to do it. But because we beam a telescope kind of around the sun, it kind of curves, and we can see stuff around behind the sun that we should not be able to see.
Amazing.
Which is crazy.
You can make someone invisible like that. If you could bend light around them.
That's one way. That's one way.
I'm waiting for invisibility. I'm waiting for it. I'm ready. There's some projector things that people have been doing.
Yep.
Making things invisible. That's projecting the environment onto a thing is pretty good for making something invisible.
Mm-hmm.
But bending light, that's got to be the way to do it. You could just be in the crowd with no stuff on,
right,
bending light around you, and no one, you just see around the person. There
yep.
you go. Problem. I posted a video in chat for Gravity Visualize. It's like a really old YouTube video of a professor teaching his students about gravity using a trampoline or a trampoline-esque thing.
Oh, you did? Okay, you got it already. All right, I was looking for one.
Are you looking for that?
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't that video, but it was. Oh, it might be a GIF here. There it is. Something like that. So there is the. There's the image. It shows what we should see, and then because the sun is there, it bends the light just slightly.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
Perceived position of the star. Actually, look at. I mean, that's that's pretty cool. Look at that.
Right.
Grid representing space-time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a carpet, right?
I put in space fabric bend images search. There you go. Yeah, which that'll warp your brain if you get too far into it. So guys, don't get too far into that. You got to keep moving forward.
How you can bend things. You can have an existential crisis at that point where you're like, can I really see anything? Is gravity, which is all around me currently, bending my view? Can I see how far stuff is from me? No.
Right. Here's the other thing is that I don't know that there's any way to tell whether or not, and maybe not right now, but very, very soon, once we can kind of create human eyes. But the color that you think is green, that you see as green,
all the time.
All the time. The color that you see is green.
And be like, that's green. And be like, yeah, that's totally green. But we can't ever verify to one another that that's the same color green that we're seeing.
Right.
This is a very philosophy thing because we can't ever get into someone else's mind and understand what they're seeing and feeling. We can't really ever be sure that what another person experiences is the actual world that we're experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
And this comes into a problem with the existential crisis thing. Don't think about this because it's pointless. There's no end to this train of thought.
We can measure wavelengths, right? But still, it doesn't mean that I'm in
anything.
No, I can physically measure the wavelength of the light.
Right.
And mathematically, it's the same for you and me. But how we interpret it with our eyes may be different.
You could say it's mathematically the same, but I could argue that you are being provided details from an exterior force telling you this is what wavelengths look like. You're using your instrument to measure a thing, like a ruler, on a mouse pad. You take your ruler out, you put it on your mouse pad, and the ruler says to you that it is 30 inches long. But I could still say, no. I see it as 30 inches long too, but we're both being influenced by an exterior force to tell us that it's 30 inches long, when in reality it's 32 inches long. But you could never unargue that.
Yeah, I could.
No.
Watch.
This is philosophy 101. Do we exist or not? I think, therefore I am. That entire guy is like, I know that I can't possibly ever perceive any information whatsoever because there's no way that I can prove that I am a real thing or anybody else is real.
Oh, the simulation theory is a big one.
I mean, that's
Right. Assuming
what they used to
assuming you
think
and I
was.
are real,
Right.
I could punch.
Assuming that we're
real, I could punch you in the face 4 times, and we could both count the number of punches that you feel.
right.
Now, okay. Assuming if we're both simulated, but we're in the same reality, right? If we're in the same reality, we could still count those 4 punches. Now, the problem is, if we're not in the same realities, that's when it all rolls off.
Right.
But here's what's crazy. You hear what's crazy?
Give it to me. Give it to me, Clown Town.
As there was something that came out with it was Neil deGrasse Tyson was interviewing another guy that was doing way more physics than he was, but couldn't tie his shoes. You know how it's like in the D&D character when you raise your intelligence way up, something's got to give. You can't have you can't have a barbarian. You can't have a barbarian with 100 intelligence, right?
Right, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna be strong or you're gonna be smart.
Right. And so Neil deGrasse Tyson seems to have got a great role, right? Because he used to be a college wrestler. He's a big guy. He's very charismatic, and he's wicked smart. But he's still, there's all these other guys who are right above him that
way smarter,
zero
social skills,
and there's no way they could be an ambassador to science that he can, right?
That's a great ambassador to science is exactly what Neil is.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so he's talking with them, and so it's kind of his job to pull this information out and translate it for the audience of what's going on, which is kind of his job for all of science too, right?
Right.
That's what his job has become is to unlock science and present it in a fun and understandable way to the masses, which is great. We need far more of those guys than we have.
It's because they're far and few between. You're asking for a very particular skill set to do, and then you're also basically saying we're not going to pay you to do it.
Right.
Really?
You have to do this. You have to do something like this where you do it for free forever, and then suddenly people start to pay you to do it.
Right.
Right.
Because he wasn't like teaching people suddenly when he got discovered as a big person. He was constantly, forever, always pursuing,
just talking about
teaching other people, and
writing,
talking to people, and
writing,
telling stories.
Yeah,
he was always doing that.
Yep. And so, anyway, he's talking to this, and he says, let me see if I can find that article. The guy basically says that if you go into quantum physics equations, the more you dig down into those equations, the more it mirrors machine language.
Okay.
So
machines talk to each other?
Yes, ones and zeros, right? So, something like COBOL is how a controller and a CPU talks to each other. It's machine language. It's not something you can really write. I mean, you can, but it's not a rich language like Java that has layers on layers, Java different layers. It is very elementary machine code. And it starts to mirror quantum physics starts to mirror machine code.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And Neil was talking about this with some other guy?
Yes. Machine code. Let me look at this. Let me see if I can find this. New evidence emerges. Let's see. James Gates finds computer code in... Oh, it's string theory. There it is. There it is. James Gates. Theoretical physics James Gates finds computer code in a string theory equation. Matrix. Like he uncovered the wall of the Matrix.
Oh, I see. He's like, wait, this isn't right. There's something wrong here. There's some communication with robots going on and not what I was researching.
Right.
That's
He was thinking atoms and quarks and all that jazz, but it's string theory. Relatively recently, while exploring mathematics of string theory, theoretical physicist James Gates and his researcher discovered something rather interesting buried deep within the mathematical equations of supersymmetry. They found computer code, and it's not random ones and zeros either. Bizarrely, the code they found is code which is used in computer browser operating system software, specifically block linear self-dual error correcting code. Error correcting code.
Weird.
Computer code. It's let's see. What is this?
Weird. What is this? We're in the Matrix.
Oh
What in the
yeah.
world? That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, all right, hold on. Let's read some this. Some really big scientist guy who's like really in the quantum physicist thing. It's really unexplained. We don't really know what's going on. There's no unifying theory for it. It's suddenly broken down some equations. He's like, oh, there's that point right here. This is weird. I recognize this from something somewhere else, and it's error correcting code that we would use in our computers.
Yep. Block, linear, self-dual, error-correcting code.
What? Can you link this?
I will.
Please?
There's a Reddit article, but this is from the Awakenment. But I watched a YouTube video of this, and the audience just went, "What?" And Neil deGrasse Tyson went, "What?" And the whole thing is around simulation theory, right? So it's the same thing that we talk about where we say, okay, what are everyone who has an alien encounter draws an alien the same, separate from anything they've seen. They draw giant eyes, almond-shaped head, deep black eyes, very small, slight, big head compared relative to their body. You're right. Their body, they no longer really need a body, right? They don't need these. Right.
There's been lots of drawings for this. It's easy to emulate what you've seen before.
Right. But here's the thing.
Lots of documented cases of people reporting this.
But if you fast forward several thousand years, that's probably what the human race would look like, right?
Right. Because space travel is going to become more of a thing. Because we're talking about the muscle atrophy earlier, the focus on a bigger head has been a thing for a long time with us.
Yep.
That's kind of what we've been doing. So bigger eyes also, the ability here is probably not as important.
Right.
To see things, analyze things is more important.
Yep. You do need a bigger head because, I mean, Minnie Driver and her giant head can't be the only one.
Exactly. Right. Okay,
but if you think about it, the fast forward several thousand years or whatever it is when if the machines end up taking over, which all of our top scientists right now are freaked out about AI taking over.
Well, everybody's talking about AI recently. Like
right.
Everybody. Well, because everyone's pursuing an AI. Everyone's like, okay, we can probably make an AI now. Let's get on that. Someone's like, Siri came out, and that was kind of like, hey, that's kind of a cool thing.
Right.
That's a little nifty, and that kind of put it in the hands of people. And then now people are like, I kind of would like an AI where I can be like, hey, AI, I'm thinking about this thing. Give me some information about it. And then it feeds you information in a way only another person can do. So that's kind of a big deal right now. There's a lot of things coming out about new companies pursuing AI and stuff like that. I think the guys who are making Siri are making a new AI, and they're claiming that it's vastly superior to the previous AI. That's going to be able to do all kinds of new things. And that's kind of scary.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I like it. I'm down with it. Like, whatever. If we all die to AI, whatever. Look, if this is a simulation and we make AI in our simulation, like, come on. That's like end goal of the simulation, right?
I mean, kinda.
We're AI making AI now? We're atoms discovering atoms.
Well, I mean, if you think about it though, when you fast forward, AI takes over, but do they still need humanity? Maybe, maybe not. But they don't need it much. They may just need us for the batteries like they do in the Matrix. That's one thing that they may need us for. So how would they keep us down? How would they keep us down? They would plug in our brains and have us sit in chairs all day and just examine a new
But we're already sitting in chairs all day.
Well, we used to not be.
No, what I'm saying is, we're in a simulation right now, which is probably controlled by, something. Maybe future humans, maybe an AI already. What if we make an AI in the AI simulation? But what happens then?
Right, but think about this.
AI.
Yeah. Well, think about this is that if we were to make a game, if we design a game, right, Terraria or whatever, or Terraria AI or whatever, couple things that we would do is we would want to play with each other. Multiplayer is better than single player.
Sure.
Okay. So social aspect, whatever. 2, we would make it challenging, but not impossible.
I mean, more than not impossible. We would make it so that
We don't want a game that's all
average.
impossible. We also don't want a game that's very easy.
Right. We want it to still be to be that average person can do it.
Yeah.
That's usually what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Like the baseline human can complete. So the AI doesn't ever want to beat a baseline human. The AI is specifically designed to be incapable of beating a baseline human.
Pretty much. Yeah. So that the world is kind of, it can beat some of them, but
Right.
maybe not all of them, right? Or 25% of them succeed and 75% don't, to where you have a Hall of Fame that matters, you know?
I don't think there's very many games like that. I don't think there's any games like that.
Well, Dark Souls is kind of the tip of the spear when it comes to that. Like, look, you will
don't
not.
think so.
Almost none of you won't do this right.
Having
Slaughter.
played Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 and completed them, I can say that those are not difficult games, and the AI in those games is not what makes those games hard. What makes those games hard is what makes a puzzle hard. When you put all the pieces out for the puzzle.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing fighting against you other than the knowledge of where the pieces go. And once you have that knowledge, there is no more game. Once you have the knowledge of Dark
Yes,
Souls,
I agree.
of what things do, you can defeat it pretty much if you have just your face.
Right,
You
but
can just beat it. You use DDR pad.
same.
Dark
You
Souls.
could say the same thing with this.
With life,
Well,
once you know the
once you-
equation to life, you can smash it. But the equation is so massively complex in comparison to Dark Souls.
Right.
That's not a reason.
By the way, you only get this long to do it.
yeah, you get a very short.
It's a speed run. It's a speed run.
Right,
Ladies and gentlemen,
speed run as fast as you can before you die.
ladies and gentlemen, you're in a speed run
Don't
right
turn
now.
Your timer off.
You're in a speed run. Okay, you're
it
definitely in a speed run.
Hey, Jock, what's up?
So yeah, it is a massively crazy equation that only a few people unlock. And by the way, there's a timer. Go.
And the timer gets longer for some of us, luckily, which is nice. It's always nice to have a longer timer. Well, have longer to do it. It's like an inverse speedrun, actually. You have a countdown timer rather than a count up timer.
Yes. Right.
So what would you call that? A time attack? You have a set amount of time to begin? I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah,
Probably some name.
you're in
For
some sort of, you're in a speed run, and but some could be, you could even with things like disaster, you could say I'm on an island that is going to be hit by an earthquake here. If I know the earthquake is coming, I am supposed to do what I can to get off this island before it comes. Right?
Now, would you tell other people that earthquake was coming? That's the question right there.
If you
If
tell
you
other
knew
people, either
the
two
comet-
possibilities. One, you could save everybody, and 2, everyone will believe you and clog the airport getting out, thereby wrecking your chances of getting out.
I mean,
Or
you have
3,
30 days. You have 30 days before you know it's going to hit.
3,
It's like 2 hours.
they'll kill you because they think you're crazy.
Yes, that's the most
Ding
likely
ding ding
one
ding
to
ding ding
me.
ding 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 ding.
Number 3 was why I would
Guys,
be like,
guys,
I'm gonna leave."
guys.
And then I'll be like, hey, you should leave also
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
phone from the other country that I'm in, other place.
Right.
Hey, you guys should probably get out of here because death is coming. And then if you don't believe me, hands off, all right?
Yeah,
Whatever,
it's all right.
told you.
I gave you a
did your
shot.
best. So Notre Dame has predicted a whole bunch of things. Do you think that it's reasonable that a person can predict the future? Like, beyond the realm of science? They're like, hey, I know what's going to happen because I had a dream about lots of things. Actually, Nostradamus is pretty scary.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can tell you that 100% it is possible to predict the future
Okay.
and be 100% accurate.
Okay. Is that because you can predict as much as you want?
No.
No?
Because of personal experience. I've actually had this happen.
Well, I mean, okay, so
But
human
it-
intuition is different than predicting the
No,
future.
no.
Okay.
It was. I'll tell you. Ash has them too. They're called future dreams, and it is 100% correct. The problem
Okay.
is, it's never about anything meaningful.
No, it's like, oh, I dropped my keys at this time, and then it happens. You're like, oh, I dreamed of that.
Yes.
Oh snap.
Yes. I wake up from a future dream going, I dreamed about finding a red pen and a blue pen in history class. And then I went, whatever. And then sure enough, fast forward, 60 days later, I'm in history class, I'm bored, and I look down and there's a red pen and a blue pen sitting right near my foot.
It's
And I
not
pick
just
them up
that
and I
they're
go,
there. when it happened, because I've had some similar things happen to me. It's like the exact photo frame of
Yes.
your vision.
Yes.
Is exactly what
Yep.
you dreamed of.
100%.
Right then. And it's so vivid to you at the time. You instantly are transported back to that memory that was already buried.
100%.
About you having dreamed about this thing. And you found the pens, and you're like, I'm a genius. I need to make this a thing that I can do. And you just can't.
And you cannot.
because
You
it's a
cannot.
dream that you
You
had.
cannot.
See, I don't know if that's. And again, I'm going to say the same thing. It's because you have infinite amount of tries while dreaming. Like, you just throw stuff at yourself while dreaming. Like, you just dream and 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 dream. And then sometimes you, like, hit the thing on the head.
But
From
why
personal
didn't I dream
experience.
about a black pen and a yellow pen instead of a blue and a red one?
Well, because you did dream about these other ones, but because you didn't visually see the reference material, you weren't transported back to the dream.
See, but I wake up the next morning remembering the dream.
You remember that you woke up the next morning, remember the dream, you mean?
No.
'Cause you remember.
No,
No, yes.
that morning.
No, you're remembering right now. You're remembering right now that you remembered. You can't actually tell me that you actually remembered then, because you're only remembering now that you remembered then.
No.
The only way that I would you could possibly verify that is if you wrote in a letter, I had this dream in your dream journal, and you're like, look, I have proof now, which you don't, because you do not have a dream journal.
I learned to recognize when I wake up and have future dreams. They're different from my other dreams.
How do you know? How are they
Because they're
different?
never about ladies. That's how I know.
Very particular set of dreams. Who uses a yellow pen? Yeah, actually, good point. Well, it's not
Highlighter.
a yellow pen.
Highlighter.
It's a colored yellow.
Now
Oh,
look,
highlighter?
a yellow pen. It could be a highlighter. There. Argument over.
No, just the
Great.
outside. I just assumed it was a pen that was a black pen.
But
that
look.
had yellow outside.
I almost
Who has a
always
yellow pen.
remember
The ladies that you dream about, and also
ding
future dreams. Oh, it is a yellow pen. Well, what is it? How does that pen write? Is it a highlighter?
ding.
Oh, you have two
Ding.
yellow pens? Those are just normal pens. That's an orange pen. You're colorblind.
Here's a highlighter. Okay?
It looks like a pen. They have a lot of yellow pens. I don't have any yellow
I
pens.
got
How many
four of them.
pens?
I got four of them with an
Four of
arm's
them.
reach.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Why do you have 4 yellow pens? Who uses yellow pen?
Boom.
Pineapple
4
pen?
yellow pens right there. All right. Can we
That's the
drop
song
the
we
yellow? Can you drop the goddamn yellow pen?
All right. I don't know why that was such a focus. We moved on from the yellow pen.
Yeah.
Tack was like, yellow pen.
Yellow pen.
Yellow
What?
pen.
Go. Yeah. What sort
Who
of
has a yellow
communist
pen?
uses yellow pen? I guess he's a Trump supporter.
Oh, wow. That's you called yourself a communist? I was like, that's fine. And then he called yourself a Trump supporter? I was like, no. That's not funny.
Look,
So it's just a
we're
fun
just
fact.
trying to make
Cat-
America great again.
Cats can detect earthquakes days in advance. Do they tell anyone? No, because
Because
cats are...
they're jerks.
Because they're jerks, yeah.
That's
Can actually cats detect things? I mean, I think dogs and stuff are known to... Animals are known to be able to detect natural
Early-
disasters.
Fantastic early
Earlier.
warning systems.
Why don't we just train them to tell us if that's the case?
Don't train them to find all these pens, these blue pens sitting around.
The dog can see
So
a
look,
blue pen.
so I
Now, the
usually
question is,
have.
can a dog see the blue pen?
So here's the difference: is that in my normal dreams, I can usually move around and make decisions, and they're usually nonsensical.
How many dreams have you had in your life? Where's your dream journal? I want your dream journal.
Countless.
I refuse. Countless.
Countless.
Limitless. More than you have. Even
Countless.
imagined
A
you
bunch.
could have
A
had.
bunch.
More than there are stars in the sky. You have dreams.
No.
Yes.
Probably no. Not that I can wake up and remember.
Oh yeah. No, you've had the dreams, is what I'm telling you. They exist. They occurred in your brain and have some residual data left there. More than the number of stars that are in the sky. You had that many dreams. Like day 2 of living, you've had that many dreams.
No.
I don't know. You've had a lot. You've had an insane amount of dreams.
Because when I sleep, I time travel. I'm like there's times I time travel.
When you sleep, you start dreaming when REM cycle. Like that's what's
No.
going on. You are actively
No.
having like a million different multiverses of dream all at once.
No.
Dreams are
you,
nuts,
you
man.
don't even know.
You-
You don't
yeah,
even know.
I do know.
How do you know?
don't even know.
You don't
This
know
is
where we
bullcrap.
go.
You can't tell me. I have this same experience, and I know it's not fortune telling. It's just happenstance.
2 different styles of dream I have. I have 2.
And you can read auras. Yeah, sure, Clowntail.
Nonsensical, vivid, kind of cloudy. We did this thing. I was with Donald Trump, and I was introducing him to my friend. But
Push
then we were on
my
a
friend
roller
right in the
coaster.
face.
We were on a roller coaster. But I had to get off and claw off this water to go get us some ices.
That sounds like an actual.
And so then
dream, yeah.
I'm
It's just
walking
kind of
through,
nonsensical
and it was up here, and I had to go bring us some ices. He was in a suit. and I had a bunch of questions for him, and I was soaked, but because I went through this water, I was in this little deal. It looked like
Was it a water park?
it looked like no, it looked like it was in Six Flags. So or one of those
No,
old.
it wasn't a water park.
Right. Those kind of crazy dreams where I have those, and then, but that's very fuzzy and hazy, and I don't know what was going on there. In the future dream, it is very short and very focused and very vividly frame by frame, and it's only, I swear to you, it's 20 frames of life, and it's over. That's it.
Sure.
That's all I get to see.
Totally. All right, so I want you to harness this power. That's what I need you to do. I need you to sleep. We need to put you permanently to sleep.
Yes.
And then only wake you up every once in a while. Did you have a future dream?
Yes.
No. Go back to bed.
Right.
Go back to bed.
And I wake up going, I need to figure out how to harness this. I need to focus my dream. I need to think about it. And then I go, oh, look at here. Well, I guess I got to go to work and look, let's play some Ark,
I have a life to do. I wonder if, man, there's a lot of movies that deal with this whole can a person dream the future thing.
Yeah.
What was it? Total Recall? No, not Total Recall. It's the movie where they take people that have like some psychic power and they're laying in the
Minority
pool.
Report.
Minority Report. That's it. That's exactly. I mean, that would be like one of the things that you would want to do with it, right?
Oh, 100%.
You'd want to see futures crimes happening and then prevent them.
Right.
Which has its own issues as Minority Report brought up and stuff like that.
Right. Pre-crime.
Clea, how you
That's
doing?
very good. That's very good.
You could be the Minority Report triple girl thing. It's always 3 girls.
I could use the rest. I could use the rest.
I mean, you basically die asleep, right? That's not cool. That would suck. It'd be terrible. Never get to play Ark. I mean, you get to dream and stuff, but you have nightmares too. When's the last time you had a nightmare?
Last time I played Fallout 3, which was some years ago. Go back and watch episode 27 to hear all about that. Yeah.
Yep, that's a good one. Man, I've been loving Fallout too. I totally understand. I'm playing on hardcore now, where if I die, I die. We don't reload characters. And
really?
Man, it's just like playing Terraria hardcore. Like it'll be like, oh god, I'm
nervous.
Oh god,
nervous.
And then we're fine for like an hour. And
Yep.
then,
Okay, so that makes
scary.
sense because I dipped into your stream earlier. I guess it was yesterday or maybe Tuesday, and you were looking at some dudes way off in the distance, and you're going, I'll just snipe them off from. Oh my God, half my health is gone, and you're just immediately turning and running.
Booking it like
Yeah,
no thanks.
just gone.
See you never. Yeah,
Yep.
The thing about Fallout is that unlike in Terraria, where there's like one thing that can one-shot you, explosive traps,
Everything can one-shot you.
Medusa, almost everything can one-shot you.
Right.
I have been shot in the head with a rifle and died instantly. Dead.
No warning, just bonk, bonk.
Yep, just boop, just
Bonk.
like, oh, I'm dead now.
Well,
The
there
only
you go.
reason I knew what what had killed me is the noise of it going off and then my character falling.
Oh,
That was
you
it.
don't get a
No,
kill
you get a
cam?
death message. No, you don't get a kill cam, no death message. You just fall down dead. Like it's slow motions, like in
Yeah.
like in GTA 5, where like an isometric views on your character and it's slow motions, and you're just like,
Wasted.
yeah, wasted. So I've died. I've already lost a hardcore character. And I need to add that wasted to the
wasted.
to the end of that as I edit it. It's way funner in hardcore. The biggest issue with Fallout 4 hardcore is that I have been running and jumped on top of a destroyed car and then died.
Just that's it.
Just 100 HP to 0 HP because of gravity.
Is that
And now
game
it's
game meant to do hardcore? Is that just, is there a hardcore
no.
mode in a selected menu?
There is no hardcore setting.
Okay,
The
so
game
you're
is
just
not meant to be built in hardcore. What I'm
Right.
doing is if I die, I just don't play the character anymore.
right. Okay.
Yeah, Troy does have a hardcore mode. I don't
Right.
know if it was designed around hardcore mode.
Oh,
Like it kind of is.
for sure not. For sure not.
No, I think it's okay. It's okay in hardcore mode. Like I've done it
Well,
a number of times.
It's possible
not-
that well, if they design every boss to be survivable on your first attempt,
Right.
then you
I
can
think-
have a hardcore. Then you can have a hardcore setting, right?
Yeah, I think yeah, totally agree with you. Yeah, I think that's designed that way in
Yeah.
Terraria. And I don't think there's no unfair things besides the explosive trap, and that's pretty easy to get around because of the grand design. Like you just circumvent the entire explosive trap experience.
Or the goblin encounter hard mode second night. God, so discouraging.
It's the worst.
And it's not. If it were like, the solar eclipse where you could go wait it out.
Oh yeah, no, you can't.
You can't.
It does not go away.
It's a
ever
percentage.
under
It's a
any
percentage.
circumstance.
It's a percentage. You have to. Yeah, I know. I know.
that's
Yeah,
terrible.
you're toast.
Yeah.
You're toast. You can't do it.
You're just gonna die over and over again.
Yep.
Or lose your hardcore character.
Yep. Or
Yeah,
lose your
that's
hardcore.
that's always fun.
Yeah, Ash and I
Hardcore
got
is-
one of those.
Oh, did you?
Second night.
Wrecked.
Second night in hard mode. Wrecked.
Good.
And we're.
I've had it 15 seconds in the hard mode. Coming up from Wall of Flesh. Hey guys, we just killed Wall of Flesh. It's an hour into the game. Goblins army summon. Great. Cool story. I have a platinum bow. I have
Yep.
Amazon yo-yo.
Yep.
I have some dynamite.
Yep. That's it. All right. Good luck, bro. Yeah.
Whatever.
No spider armor. No titanium.
No,
I haven't.
fire armor would do it. You'd be fine.
I've opened no crates. I've opened nothing.
Open no crate. Oh no, for you guys, open crates is a big deal too. It's
Yeah.
like your
That's our reward.
ceremony,
That's
your
our
religious thing
reward.
that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a reward for killing Wall of Flesh and for
Yeah, doing
wrecking
it hours of fishing.
wrecking the world, right? So.
Yeah. You guys wreck the world pre-hard mode. I would always wreck the world hard mode because the digging is so much faster. But you guys are nuts.
Digging is so
Absolute
much
trouble.
faster.
Yeah, once you get the hollow pickaxe, you dig like twice.
Oh
as
yeah,
quick.
yeah. True.
And then Shermite claws are even above that with God. picking.
Yep. So good. Yeah, we both. It's interesting. We both kind of started out with. We both have started our show with Terraria, and now we're both kind of branching off into new games. It's very
I
interesting.
think that has to happen. For me, there's been a lot of questions for me, especially the past 2 weeks. But when's Terraria coming? Well, as soon as I feel like playing Terraria again, I will binge Terraria again.
True.
And then you'll be like, "Where is the other games at, Badger? Why don't you play a different game?" And be like, "No, I'm playing Terraria right
Doing
now."
this right now. Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
That's just kind of how. I mean, I've been watching you guys play Ark. And it's been making me want to play Ark. But then I'm like, no, I'm just gonna keep playing Fallout 4.
I'll tell you what. It would be good for you is to watch some SOTF, Survival of the Fittest.
Oh,
That
is it like a competitive Ark thing?
yes, that one would probably get your field commander blood boiling, because I watched a couple of those today, and it was intense, and it was the same conversations that you and Fat Guy and whoever was Esky did in Rust.
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna go around. What was that?
Yeah,
Exact same banter between the team members in Ark doing Survival of the Fittest, because you can do free for all, where it's just 10 players in a map and go.
Oh, that's cool.
And have you seen the Hunger Games?
I have been a part of the Hunger Games. Yes, I was one of the very first contestants in the Hunger Games. Yes. Are you talking about the movie? I've read the book.
The movie. All right.
I've never.
Yeah,
I have
seen the
not
movie.
watched it.
Okay, the platforms that they raise up on and go into the world, those little tubes that are like this, they're human size. They raise up in the capsule.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And then
they're injected into the world.
and then right at the very center of the world, there's a bunch of supplies.
Right.
Same thing happens in Ark.
Oh, really?
Yes. Everyone starts out locked on these little deals, and you can kind of look at each other. You can turn and look at each other before you start, and it goes, 3,
Bang.
2,
Bang.
1, go, and you
Bang.
run, and you're picking up supplies, and you can go
You
stab
crossbow
somebody,
or,
right?
Yeah, melee weapon. And you're like, I'm
Or
after this guy.
or food,
Ooh.
or a shield, or armor,
right, yeah.
or boots, right?
So there's gonna be the people. There's 2 or 3 different ways to kind of handle
Right.
that situation. You run up, grab that one thing that you really wanted as you're running up, and then you book it away.
Right.
You're out of there, dudes. I don't want to die right now
Right.
or ever. So I'm gonna go run far, far away. Use the supply I have to get myself
Right.
an advantage.
The Katniss
Back.
strategy.
The Katniss strategy, exactly.
Right.
She got a bow. She deuced out. Slept
Out.
in a tree. For some reason, no one killed her because they're dumb. Or you can do the other strategy where, like, hey, you two, let's get together,
Right.
not kill each other for now, kill everybody else around, take the pile. We got the pile. We have a big advantage until we kill each other.
Right. Yep. I don't know if it was fat guy with war. Was it fat guy with warts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's that guy with warts. Yeah,
Okay.
he always plays Rust with me.
Right.
Yeah, my conversations in Rust are like, I got shot. No, somebody like, I got shot, Badger. Like, where would you? Get
Where?
shot at? Where did it come from? How many were there? What
Yeah.
weapon was used?
What'd you
Where are
hear?
you at right now?
What'd you hear?
Do you see them still?
Landmarks?
Where is it at?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know where it's at? Oh, it was this way from the base.
And it's
Which way is
fast.
that? Yeah, direction from the base,
Yep.
please. And then that's my conversations are. Distance, direction, description, please.
And what's interesting about Survival of the Fittest is that you get packages. you don't see what they are. So like you can't go look and see that's a bow. I'm gonna grab that bow and go.
Oh, I see.
You grab there when you drop an inventory item on the ground. It's in a little brown package, and you
Oh,
don't
okay, so
know
it's like a
until
burlap
you have to go look at it and either pick it up or not. You can only see it once you
Ah,
hover over
well,
it.
that sucks. That's tough to deal with.
Right.
Can you punch people to death?
Yes, 100%.
So you're in a package like.
Yeah, and in fact, that happens. Is some strategy is to go punch the people who are grabbing stuff and
Right.
get them before they can pick anything up and equip it, right?
Right.
Or go pick
'Cause
one
inventory
thing up
management in
until
Ark is like,
right. Well, kinda. It's faster in survival of the fittest. It's
no, is it?
yeah. It's stuff like you can have it to where stuff auto equips to where the minute I grab
see.
it, I put the armor on. Like there's
Mm-hmm.
stuff that you can set in there.
That's cool.
So you can do that, and so while someone's grabbing a big sack of stuff and they're grabbing berries, and you've grabbed two things and it's a sword, and you go over there and hack them up,
Dunk.
right?
Yep.
Or you
Murdering them.
picked up a slingshot and you can start plunking at them, right?
That's nice.
So that was
How
cool.
do you guys play when you play? I mean, I see you just guys play
Oh,
cooperative, but isn't there like clans and stuff
Yes.
in the server you play on?
So in survival of the fittest, it is free for all, like Hunger Games,
Right.
or you can do 2-man tribes, so that you're two, and they all pair up into tribes first, and then you can do 4-man tribes, which is
I like that. I think like both of those. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
yeah. The ones I saw today were all 2-man contests, and the streamer I was watching won 3 or 4 times in a row.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was great. It was a full server, and it was just because they would grab a bunch of stuff and Katniss and deuces, right? I'm out. And then
Don't want to die.
they would probably kill one guy on their way out because it was opportunity kill, and because that guy harassed them. But they would get out. They would go to this one place in the mountains, and they would just tech up. They would camp up, and they start all their metal. They go to this one place where they know has metal, and so they cook all their metal. They cook all their stuff, and they're the whole time they're fending off dinosaurs because the danger. Anywhere there's metal, there's dangerous stuff. So their risk is, one, it's in the mountains, so there's no water. So they have to get their water from either the drop, or they got to run, go get it, or they got to eat a ton of berries, which kind of takes away from their other work. And then 2, they got to fend off dangerous dinosaurs. Because one time they're sitting there just cooking, they're doing their stuff, and they're talking fast while they're teching up. And here comes T-Rex, munch,
Oh, no.
munch. And just munches half their little makeshift base that they put up. They don't even put up any walls. So there's a lot of. It's still like Terraria, where there's a lot of random stuff. You could just get a random whatever, and okay, you're done.
We're dead.
We're dead.
We're like, oh my god, we got so lucky just now. We got this thing.
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
So I think if you can get past the inventory thing, or find a mod that lets you just do your inventory a little easier. That's kind of what I've been searching for, is a harmless mod that'll just let it kind of be a little easier. We could do it,
Like auto swinging would be really nice. Just a mod that lets you do auto swing without having to take your mic and put it on top of your mouse, like you guys do right now.
Well, that's what Ash does, but you can die from that because you pass out and then something eats you. So
Right. I remember you showing that on stream. It's pretty funny. Just swinging.
you're swinging,
You,
and
you could swing until you pass out. That's totally reasonable.
Yeah,
like if
it
you were to
is.
throw enough punches, you would asphyxiate because you would just, or you would just stop swinging your
Right.
arm, probably, actually. I don't know. If you were robot mode, like some kind of crazy thing was going on, you could definitely work yourself to passing out for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think you could do it as reliably as you can do it in Ark. Like if I needed to go to bed, I'd be like, all right, let's do it.
Yep.
I'm going to sleep now.
Yeah.
It's bedtime. Just gonna keep going. Until
Yeah.
I fall asleep.
Yeah, 4 hours later, your arm is hurting. You're
Yeah, my arm is tired. I'm not tired at all.
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Like, oh God, this is not a good idea.
I'm still not asleep.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, that's free. If you bought the game, you've got that. So you can try that, or
Right.
if-
There's a lot of mods that go into Ark that
Yeah.
make it a lot different than.
but that one is not really a mod because it's a game mode.
Oh, is it? It's
Yeah.
a game mode in the game.
It's a game mode.
Oh.
So-
okay, I assume this was user created.
No. It might have been,
And then it was adapted.
but then it
Yeah,
was
that's-
adapted. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this right now. That is what smart developers do.
Yeah.
Some guy who loves the game just as much as them is like, hey, I'm gonna put this new mode in, and they're like, yes, thank you.
Yes.
This is our intellectual property.
100%.
Oh, you get no money, no.
No, they hired the dude.
No, it's fine.
They hired
Did
the
they
dude.
hire the dude?
Yeah.
Well,
so,
I mean, with Minecraft, it was just like, no, thank you.
yeah.
It's ours now.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
Thanks for
horrible.
that.
It's horrible.
You're not getting hired. Well,
So-
I mean, it's horrible, but it's your IP. You get to do whatever you want with it.
Right.
They can't make a thing, and then you'd be like, oh, I want to make that, but I can't because they did it.
Right.
You can just take it.
You just
It's
take it.
yours.
You just take it.
do that.
But
Just-
the guys at Arc did the smart thing, and this one guy made this huge
That,
mod
right.
called Primitive Plus.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And Primitive Plus is no guns and GPSs and all that. There's a cap to that. There is one long neck rifle, but it's very inaccurate, and there's a simple pistol. But there's no auto turrets, there's no missiles, there's no rocket launchers, all that. But he built
those
all
things.
this really cool, intricate wooden stuff and lumber and brick and cement and all kinds of good stuff.
Cool. Like building stuff that you can do. I know
Right.
your guys' housing was a lot cooler than I remember it being when I played.
Right. And so all of those different and a bunch of different material paths. And he put a ton of time into it. And the Arc guys went, awesome. We'll take your mod. We're going to make it official. And here's a job. And here you go. Please work for us. Let's keep going. Keep going.
So this is a great example of your resume is
Yes.
super right there.
Here's my resume.
Here
Yeah.
you go.
What else
I
do you
made
need?
a thing for the game that you're working on,
Yeah.
on the engine that you're working on right now.
I'll take a job today. Let's do it. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
you got me. I got you.
Yeah.
I'm here. I made it already.
Yeah. So that's one of them. I think Survival of the Fittest was a mod that someone made, and then I want to say it's the same story. I may not be accurate, but I know the Primitive Plus was a mod because freaking
You guys played Primitive Plus, right?
Wolf tried it before it was an official mod.
Oh, nice.
Wrecked the server like 3 times.
So you destroyed it?
Destroyed the server like 3 times.
No.
And now it is a mod that you can select in a menu without downloading. You download it from the Arc page from
Okay.
the guys the same place you download the game Arc.
The game.
It's a selection.
That's a big deal for a mod. I mean, that's the dream for a mod
Huge,
maker, right?
huge thing. Yeah,
That's like the thing.
Yeah.
Like for us, it's like, hey, you want a sponsorship? Hey, you want to come talk at this thing? For a mod maker, it's like, hey, do you want to actually work on the game?
Yeah.
With pay?
with pay.
Yes.
yes, I do. Yes,
Thank
I
you.
do. Yep. So
Hey, Westy, what's up?
yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been having fun with, and we're on the Ash and I are on Primitive Plus because we've never done
Yeah,
that
right.
mod before, and we're on Care Bear version. Like we are not PvPers because we're
Right,
still figuring out how to do stuff and figuring out buildings and all that.
I feel like I wouldn't want to do PvP until later on, after understanding it a bit more.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to join you guys in Arc at some point.
Yeah.
We'll
It's
see.
fun. It's fun. But what I don't want to do is drag William kicking and screaming into Arc.
This game sucks.
Guys, it sucks.
Let's play Left 4 Dead instead.
I want to just swing my hammer. How many times do I gotta swing my hammer to
Do I
get this fit? Yeah.
Why can't I get any flint? Are you using your pickaxe? Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
well, you can't use your pickaxe.
Yeah.
You just
Yep.
thing. Yeah, that's the thing I had issue with too when I first started.
And I mean,
Try to get a
it's
certain
just
map.
like Rust, where some things are more effective if you can level up. You have to trudge
Right.
through the low tech to get to the high tech, and then it gets easier, and then you can get mass production and all that. So
See, the leveling thing is so far my biggest, besides the inventory management, nor inventory management. The leveling thing is my biggest thing because I have to know what to level and how in
Yeah.
order to not fail.
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to just level up a whole bunch of HP, I'm basically gimping myself
Yep.
because I can't gather faster. I don't do as much damage. I'm
Yep.
a big meat wagon of death. I'd rather have movement speed, obviously,
Yeah.
than HP increase because it's almost the same thing.
you could survive and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
so
don't know, we'll see.
but Ash has not shut up about it. He
That's good. I'm glad Ash is enjoying. That's
Oh,
kind
man.
of an oddball for you, huh? You don't know what you're going to turn on, and Ash is going to be like, "Yeah, Dad, I love this,"
Yeah.
or he's gonna be like, "This sucks, Dad. I don't want to play this again."
Yep.
And half of your struggle is finding things that you and Ash both enjoy, and
Yep.
Mark seems to be a big hit on that one.
And when we first started with Terraria, he would not shut up about Terraria, and so now he's not shutting up about Ark, which is a good thing. The next thing that we may end up doing. So anyway, just as a quick plug, we're going to be doing Terraria with viewers and regs and mods and stuff tomorrow night.
Okay.
Tomorrow night. So with our server, this is the first time we will have used our server.
Yay!
So in an official capacity, before I just found it was so cheap. I'm just going to put it out there. I'll figure out ways to use it. My initial attempt was I was going to take the server off of Ash's computer and put it there, and put it on the server. Because right now I'm hosted right here. I'll just password protect it and throw it out there. That way I can connect anytime, and I don't have to have him set it up. It's just always out there, or whatever. But I think I want to do it with viewers and all that sort of stuff more than just having it off server, because now that he has this better computer, he can host and play and do all that, and we're fine.
So you're using T-Shock for this, right?
Yes. Okay. So T-Shock has come out with a new version.
Yay!
And I saw it was 1.331. It's now 1.332. So there's still not 1.33333, right?
Is that the new version? Man, I'm so confused about the new version of Terraria now.
3.33 is the newest. It's on 3.3.2, which is good enough. It's not broken, and it's very functional. I think the only difference between 2 and 3 is some hot fixes that are just random
some
bugs.
Really small things.
So we're going for it, right? We're doing it.
Sounds good. I'll try to be there. I'm probably going to be doing things besides Terraria tomorrow.
Yeah.
Again, because my other stream got cut kind of short. Left 4 Dead, Rocket League. We had an insane fun time with Rocket League.
Yes. Okay. So I meant to ask you off air that, hey, do you have a good handy way of somewhere to teach me how to use T-Shock? Because I've never done it before.
No, there is no handy way, because it is hell.
See?
That is why I stopped doing
That's what I thought.
Open servers, because 90% of my time on stream was, wait, how do I do this command on T-Shock?
Right.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was 10% of the time I was playing in the world. 90% of the time I was trying to figure out how to mod.
Exactly.
Like how to spawn a boss, how to give someone permissions, how to set a group, how to make it so that the spawn area is protected, how to prevent people from bringing in new characters.
Yep. Yeah, it was a nightmare. Yeah. I've been reading some of the stuff, some of the forum posts and all that sort of stuff.
That's what I did too, right?
Nope.
Yeah,
there's not really one good place.
Anything about it.
So anyway, I'm gonna be doing that sometime probably tomorrow during the day, trying to get it to where I can just start a map with friends that I all know and trust, and we're just gonna play it from start to finish and hang out together in Discord. So
start to finish, a normal mode,
or just whatever, just start and go.
Finish it. It took me about 9 hours to speedrun with a group.
Well, I don't know. We may get to Wall of Flesh. I don't know. We may want to build something cool. I don't know what we'll do.
Oh, so. Yeah, that's something you should do. I think the Terraria community likes building way more than it does speedrunning, for example. I think they enjoy a sick looking build.
They enjoy my playstyle versus your playstyle.
Yes, I think they do. Like if you posted more on the Terraria Reddit, people would be more interested in the cool stuff that you built in your world.
Yeah.
And the insane things that you did, more than I could do this super quick today.
Right. Probably so. Probably so. They have building contests all the time out there.
All the time.
All the time.
And that's a big thing. That Terraria has themselves reinforced that Terraria is a building game.
Yeah.
More than a competitive, quick run game, speed run game, or cool thing game. I mean, there is certainly users out there who have had successful videos of them doing something really fast in Terraria, but I think a vast majority of people had successful videos where they speed built. They build something.
Make a full size dragon, or Badger do the star dance, or whatever it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do that. I'll try to be there for that. And
yeah, it'll be fun. I have 6 slots, and so you may be shut out.
You only have 6 slots?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a 12 slotter. I think it's full.
Oh, you do? 12?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I have 12 slot. It's $12.
All right.
Slot.
I may have to bump that up. So I didn't. I just got the minimum. I said, I'm not. There's no way I'm gonna fill up with 6.
You will fill up with 6.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
People actually really love to play multiplayer, and you'll get. I mean, I guess if you're only inviting people that you know, whenever we do an open server, 12 is filled like.
Oh yeah, open server. I don't want to do. I want to do it with guys that have been on my channel for X number of hours, and they, whatever. So.
Guy mine can't join.
Can I join, please?
You have to ask. If you have to ask.
Guy mine, if you have to ask, no.
You guys have a good one.
All right. Yes, Guy mine, you can join. So, yeah. So anyway, that'll be happening tomorrow, and then sometime this weekend. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I'm going to try and put Ash into a game of Rocket League.
Oh, really?
Because we have it now. So.
Oh, great. Okay.
He was.
Or you use a mouse keyboard?
Oh, mouse keyboard. He was gifted a Rocket League game. So.
Oh, who gifted him?
He was gifted a Rocket League game
I mean, either you bought it for him or
He
Wolf
was
bought it.
gifted by a viewer a Rocket League game.
Oh, was he? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's by a viewer.
That's
So,
very nice.
yeah, I think that would be hilarious. I think he's either going to have the funnest time ever, or he's going to leave in tears and go cry
Yes,
and just
he's gonna
rage.
I think it's very easy to rage because like the climax of the game of Rocket League is you're about to hit the ball. Like nothing else really matters. You're about to hit the ball, and then you either hit the ball or you miss. And it's really, really, really easy to just barely miss the ball. And that rage, like there's a little thing inside that's like.
Or you come up and you
miss.
go boost and you go boost.
Have you played the new maps? The new maps would be great.
Oh,
You
the
have to do
the
new maps
circle.
when you play.
I've seen the circle.
No, there's all kinds of different ones now. There's like all kinds of different structures. There's like there's goals that are touching, and then in the center, and you have to go around. There's like a bowl. It's really cool.
I've seen the
Like,
I've seen
I
the
love
fruit bowl.
new
I've seen the little bowl.
Yeah, I think it's the fruit. Yeah, it's like a fruit
Fish
bowl.
bowl, or whatever it's called.
There is also, I think there's an underwater one too. Those are really
Oh.
cool. Those are definitely worth checking out. I had a lot of fun. Hey, Sayonara, how you doing today?
Awesome. Well, there you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Blast.
Yeah, so we're gonna try and do that. That might be a Sunday. It might be a Sunday thing. We'll see.
Sunday
We'll see
activity?
when we can do it.
But
But
do
we,
some 2v2s.
yeah, we're gonna.
1v1s with them.
Goodness.
You do 2v2s. Yeah, you and him versus
Oh,
two
my
other
goodness.
people randomly.
Here's the thing.
It'll be great.
80% sure it's gonna be this disaster. It's gonna be hilarious, and there's gonna be
Yep.
crying.
Yep.
20% he's gonna be the best in the world. Like
Oh,
he's
that's
just gonna
true. You could
rock
be a
the
genius
crap
at
out
it.
of it. Like he's gonna be his genius.
He's gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
flying
Dad.
around.
You know, he's just gonna do this little.
just boosting through the
He's
air.
gonna do this little barrel roll and just kind of knock it in. Oh yeah, Dad. It's just yeah.
This
and,
is great. This is just like geometry.
Or he'll
It's
do
easy.
this and he'll go, yeah, Dad, and he's scoring goals while he's looking off screen, like do a no look
Yes.
pass and all this. You know, there is that possibility. That's a rare chance, but
that's there.
I never know until I put it in front of him. I never know what's gonna happen. So who knows?
He's either gonna be a super genius or a super villain. Or
Yep.
Maybe
One of
maybe
two.
He's gonna be a super good person or a super villain. At
Yep.
Rocket League. Maybe he'll be a professional Rocket League player. You're gonna get him addicted to Rocket League. I wonder if Ark is gonna have does Ark have a professional thing? Is there a speedrun
Yes.
category for Ark? It does.
There,
Okay.
it does have because I was looping through some streamers today, some ARC streamers and ARC streamers who they follow, and just kind of looking at the ARC network and seeing,
Good. Yeah.
you know, who talks to who and who knows who, and just kind
This
of
is what you do when you're like, I'm gonna pick up a new game to play. By the
Yep.
way, you stalk
what you
a whole
do.
bunch of other people, and you're like, I want to work with this person.
Yep.
Oh, this is interesting. Everyone's following this one person. Let
Yep.
me go follow them. Let me go talk to them in their chat. Hey, I play Terraria too. Or I play. Sorry.
Yep.
I play Ark too.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. So I was doing some of that, and then I kind of went to one guy hosted the streamer I was watching, so I went back to that person, and his title said professional Rocket League player, and
Oh, wow.
he had a kajillion followers and a kajillion subs and a kajillion all this other stuff. So there is a professional Rocket League player. So
Right. I know professional Rocket League is a thing. I think there's new competitions coming out for Rocket League pretty soon. It's only getting bigger, actually. I thought it was
Yeah.
not doing so well, and
Oh, no.
apparently it's doing better and better.
yeah.
I guess Rocket League has supported their game a lot by giving a new map to new modes and stuff like that.
hmm
And it's a really good competitive game.
Yep.
It's
And skins, you can
it's
buy
built for that.
skins. So it's both and okay.
microtransactions, you say?
Yeah, but here's the thing, it's both and. I don't mind a company doing both and, right? Both skins and tweaks and little creative ways to dress up your gun or wear a new hat or whatever, and add a new map and
Right, a free
add
new map.
a free new map. Right. So do both and, right? Use this to support this.
Yeah, I
Right.
think that's fine. I'm always okay with cosmetics. You can charge $1 million for a cosmetic.
Right. If you do all cosmetics and no
no
game
other
content,
things.
your game's going to die. If you go all game content and you don't pick up any money for that, then you're going to
Always
die.
gonna have issues. Right.
Right? Because you're not going to be bringing in income. So the magic equation is both and, not either or.
I agree. I like that. I think
Right.
we use that a lot in streaming too. We do free content, and
Yep.
then we also have, both, and we have Patreon
Yes.
things, and we have other
Exactly.
things, other rewards that we have going.
Right.
It's free and
Yeah. Free stuff, basic service, but if you want to do something else, it's over here, right?
Exactly. I think that's a good plan for every company, really. Like,
Yeah.
That's basically what Twitch does for its entire business.
Yeah.
You can watch for free. You watch ads.
Yep.
If you don't have ad block.
But premium service is up here, right?
$8.99, so you don't have to watch any ads. You get longer time on your VODs. You get all kinds of stuff with Twitch stuff. Oh, you get cool emotes actually, which is maybe the best part. Mini Kappa is maybe the best emote.
I ever since I went turbo, and I think one of the first times, I think I went turbo at the same time someone else went turbo. And I logged in, and I was trying to get my color just right, the dark maroon that I like. And then, sure enough, the first premium emote I saw was someone use Mini Kappa. And you said, I love Mini Kappa. It's the best ever. And then I thought, yes, it is. Yes, it is, isn't it?
It is the best
ever. It is the best ever. I am going to Mini Kappa the crap out of this place. I'm not ever using the regular Kappa. I'm using a little Mini Kappa. Right, all time.
Or Kappa HD is pretty good too.
Yep.
Any variation on Kappa, I'm okay with.
Yep.
I'm down with this Kappa.
I want to tell you about a encounter I had with my dentist today. I went to the dentist this morning. Just reading it.
Here, we'll lay you back.
All right, hang on. Here you go.
Oh, yes, that noise he's picking at your teeth. Yep. And it hurts too. Gosh. Did he say anything at all?
Huh.
Oh.
Nothing going on here. All right. Good job.
That's it. That's a great dentist visit.
Yeah. Huh.
Good stuff.
Not much going on here. All right. Well, good job.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, see you later. That's nice. That's always a great dentist visit. I know that no way that I would have that when I went to visit the dentist. He's like, what are you doing? You're a terrible person. Let me take all your teeth out and put your teeth in.
Dude. Yeah. So when I tell work, okay, look, I have a dentist appointment. It's just for a regular checkup. I go, okay, can I tell you about my dentist habits?
Yeah, you can tell me.
Brush my teeth.
It's your show.
2-3 times a day. Always make sure my teeth's clean.
2-3 times a day? Baller.
Yeah. When I first wake up, if I can, sometimes if I have a crazy lunch, I'll get in there. I got a spare toothbrush and toothpaste at my desk. Also,
so the important times to brush are
floss
when
at
you
my
wake
desk.
up and after you eat, right?
Yeah.
Are the important times? Because after you eat, you have, there's food for bacteria.
You just don't want stuff sitting there, right?
And then after you wake up, you've had a lot of bacteria build up.
Right. And then also you got breath. You don't want to, you got this whole social
thing.
thing.
I brush my teeth after I wake up because nasty breath is not.
Yeah,
nobody likes
it's no good.
Smell you.
And then right before I go to bed, I'll brush and floss and do this little fluoride mouthwash thing I do. So
mouthwash is easy to do too. You should always do. I mean, the mouthwash thing is just like
floss 5-6 times a week.
Floss never.
Always. Hey, Judgy McFlossy.
Manual brush.
Judgy McFlossy pants.
Judgy McFlossy pants.
Yeah.
I'm not judging.
No. The dentist will judge you.
So if you floss or not.
And he okay. Well, at least what my dentist can do, he can look in and go, "Oh, looks like you missed a day 10 days ago." You know.
He's got like he can read the rings.
Hey, Judge Flossy Pants, once you get off my case, that's I'm
on his calendar.
I am way better than 99% of the people that walk into this place. So why don't you just step off, right?
Almost assuredly, but he can't be nice on you. He has to be hard on you.
Right. He's got to say something. He's got to say something.
You did something wrong.
Yeah. But otherwise, you.
I hate that noise. That the mouth scrapey tooth noise is the worst.
Yeah. So I
have a manual brush. Do you have an electric brush? Does anybody use electric brush?
Okay. So I have I have thoughts. So
I don't think anybody does.
Sure
nobody.
I also asked about that because my mom got one, and she says, Blake, they're the best. You gotta get one. This is the best ever. Really? And I was like, no, thanks. I don't really. And so it just happened that I was hit the dentist around the time that she did, and the dentist said, if you can do an electric one, and here's the brand you want to go for. He says, absolutely do it. It's way better than your manual one if you can do it. If you have the means, if you have the money, go get you an electric one. And he said the sonic ones are okay, that you just hold against your teeth and it rattles all the stuff free. He's like, that's okay, but the one you want is the ones that just turn the brush, because think about it. If you're brushing with your hand, you're going to do, I don't know, 4.5, 5 times the tooth on average, or what? I don't know, whatever your average is. I don't know.
If you have an average, you're
Right.
consistent.
If you're consistent at all, you're going to have
anyways.
some average. If you put electricity in there, you're gonna quintuple that, right?
Are you?
It's going to clean it up all same time, assuming you hold it in there for about the same amount of time as you would your other one.
I don't know. I feel like I've used an electric brush before.
Yeah.
Like the head spins.
Yeah.
And it doesn't vibrate, but it kind of vibrates because of the motion of
Right.
the motor.
But it's the spinning ones. It's like the car washes.
Right. Now, I mean, that's effective at the car wash, but I'm already scrubbing everything. Why does it need to spin?
The dentist just said, he says it tends to do a more thorough job of cleaning your teeth, and it also tends to hit more reps on the lower gum line that needs it. So he just said, do that. Make sure you get soft bristles. He said if you can afford it, and he says it's definitely a luxury, but it's not essential. Just a normal brush is a good one, but do the So there you go. Wes nailed it. It is spinning ones are the cheap ones. The vibrating ones are the ones that are expensive. He said just get a spinning one's better. If you can get a vibrating one, go ahead and do that. Those are good too. But he just said if you can do the cheap spinning ones, he said do that.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, he said
Well-
just playing statistics. Do that.
Dentists
Yeah.
know better, right? They know what they're talking about. Surely they know what they're talking
I mean,
about.
if
The
someone
toaster
came in
personally-
here and started, if someone who maybe has a week in Terraria came in here and started telling you about Terraria, you would say,
right.
bro,
No.
hang on.
Listen to me.
Hang on.
I am the Wikipedia, okay? You know who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, I don't understand
That's
I don't understand
If
why
a
you're
doctor
arguing. I don't
tells me
understand why you're
something-
arguing with me, because you're right.
If a doctor tells me something, I'm like, okay, that's a doctor. That's
Right.
their profession. That's their job.
Right.
Generally, I will take that. Trust but verify always. But if someone with 2,000 hours in ARC telling me something about ARC, I'll be like, okay,
Yeah.
I believe you.
So
I'm not gonna.
my dentist and the kid's dentist are different, and both of them recommend the toothbrush. So I say, okay, well, second opinion, it's done. So
Fair enough.
yeah, fair enough.
Gotta get an electric toothbrush.
So my fear, who let this mosquito in?
I did.
Don't get
There's a link
malaria.
in chat for you right now, Toaster, which basically says that tooth flossing is a sham.
All right. That's false, because my teeth feel way better, and I get good reports for years ever since I went up my flossing game.
I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying that he posted an article from the internet. From the internet, Clown.
Oh, well, if it's from the internet has thousands of hours of tooth care.
Toothbrushing. Hey, Shady, what's up? And before
Oh.
camera gets swatted. Hi there.
Okay. And then the other thing about the dentist is I always couch it and say, look, my appointment's at 8. I will be in as soon as I'm done, because either that is a 30-minute appointment, or they take one look and they go, oh, these all have to come out. Like,
Yeah.
and then I'm in there half a day.
knows?
Yeah.
These all have to go right now.
Right. And then, I mean, there are, you don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's hard to. It is impossible now, I guess.
It could be. They take one look and they go, oh, no. One is an hour from growing through your skull. One of these teeth is going to grow through your skull right now.
Right.
It absolutely has to come out, and you've got to go. But anyway, usually but there is a possibility where, okay, I'm just here all day, and I have all new teeth. I don't know. I've got robotic teeth now.
Robot teeth. One day we'll all have robot teeth.
I had an idea for a floss substitute. Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready. I don't think I can handle this.
So, do you
Crazy.
remember? Do you ever see the old movie The Blob?
The Blob.
The Blob.
I recognize
The
movie 'cause
Blob
that
is
like a hero named the Blob.
no. Okay, let me give you some schooling on the Blob here,
Okay, the Blob.
and then I'll tell you my idea. Don't let me leave. Shady, you're involved in this idea. Don't let me leave this stream without doing it. So here's the Blob. Let me put this in.
1958. The
Yep.
Blob. Holy.
So the concept is this thing falls from a meteor. It's Steve McQueen too, so it's awesome. And Steve McQueen is making out on this lover's lane when they see a meteor crash, and they go look for it. Well, it's this blob, and
You don't say. Is it a blob?
Is
it blobus?
Eats everything. No matter what you put into it, it grows.
So, like dirt?
If I shoot at it, it grows. If I hit it with a baseball bat, the baseball bat gets absorbed and it grows. It eats people. It eats whatever. It eats all this stuff. But eventually, it is just one of the... Huh?
It's me.
It is not
I'll eat
you.
anything.
But it eats everything. Every kind of... Everything... Everything that they do against it, they cannot figure it out, except for it grows in size every time it consumes something, right? So it just grows. It every time it eats a person, a car, a blob, it oozes. It just keeps oozing slowly. It's kind of the first bit of the zombies that just slow zombies that just move and grow and grow and move and grow and all this. Ends up freezing it. They hide in a freezer. They're cold, but it comes under the floor to try and get them, but then it retreats. So cold hurts it. So then they get a CO2 extinguisher to go freeze it, and they fight it, and they eventually kind of force it all back down. Interesting conceptually. It's not the best executed movie, right? So acting is 50s acting. Screenplay and camera shots is all that other business, but the premise is so good. I would not mind doing a new version of the Blob because the premise is so good. Not unlike Next. The premise is great. I have a lot of problems with its execution, which we will table.
We'll take a note on that.
But we'll take a note. But here's what I remember seeing. There's this one scene of the Blob, and the Blob vents. Let me see if I can get up this picture. It comes through the vents.
Yeah, it kind of like oozes through, which makes me think that like somebody made some liquid and they like pushed it through some holes. I'm not sure if they did the big holes or they did a miniature.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's what it seems like. The trailer for the Blob from 1958 is here. Shady, don't worry about being here on time. You're fine. Okay.
No, you're good, Shady. But I do need your help. So hang on. Yeah. Oh, there's the Blob. Okay.
There's a trailer for it. Oh, there's a 1988 The Blob.
Oh, is there?
Apparently. Hold on. Don't take my word for it.
I can't. I'm looking for. There's this one scene where it starts to come out of the AC vents. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know how there's dust on every slat in the AC vent? Well, when the Blob comes through it, it removes the dust too, and so the tip of the Blob is dusty.
Kind of sticky.
Yeah, but the dust sticks to the Blob instead. I saw that scene in the Blob, and I thought, is there a way that I could do some sort of gel that I put in my mouth, and I close my mouth down, and it expands through your teeth? You know how sometimes you'll do Jell-O, where you go like, as a kid, you could put Jell-O in, and you go, and you could smash it through your teeth.
Oh yeah, smash it through your teeth, sure.
What if it was some sort of fluoride expansion gel that you put in just behind your teeth, and you clamp down, you close it, and then you just have it ooze out all your teeth, and it cleans all in one deal and removes everything down to microscopic and just leaves your teeth? If you can chemically figure that out, quicker, easier, way better than flossing. You can make it in a tablet form. You just put it up there, and it goes, and then it cleans your teeth, and then you spit it out, and you're done.
That's interesting. Well, Toaster says there's a scientist that invented a GMO mouth bacteria that doesn't produce the acid that causes tooth decay. So you can replace bacteria that is currently in your mouth used for eating and stuff with a better bacteria that does not cause tooth decay. So that's kind of what you're looking for. It's pretty interesting. I mean, I feel like mouthwash is kind of like that already.
Yeah, but I had one. I thought we should figure that out.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, tooth care is always going to be a necessary thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, at some point, we'll just have... I think we're going to move towards a stem cell tooth implant, right? Where if one just gets decayed, we'll pop it out, and we'll seed the hole with something, with this
Right.
stem cell, the tooth stem cell.
Can we get a new one?
And then, in 3 weeks, you'll have a new one pop up. And it'll take root and all this. And then you might have to straighten it, like with an Invisalign or something. But I think that's where we're headed is, where's the vent? There you go. All right, check out. Oh, man, huge pic. Display pic.
I found that exact thing. Trident gum.
Yeah, see, so it's kind of like a gum, but it's not like, anyway, it's more of a, it's a gum that all 5 dentists would approve, not just
Right,
4
would
of the
approve.
5.
Because it's magical.
So there you go. There's the dent, whatever. Tried it gum. Ha ha. You're not toaster. You're not supposed to be funnier than a host.
There is a new 1988 Blob movie.
So
And
you see that? You
it
see that
seems
picture I put up there,
significantly better.
Badger?
the picture you put in? Oh, you up on the
Yeah.
It's the vent, right?
That's unflossed teeth right there, Mister.
Unbrushed teeth also, and also unmouthwashed teeth, and also
All right.
uncleaned whatsoever by anything, and also full of human flesh.
Anyway, I take a lot of joy in my good dental visits.
I
And
was
had one
talking
today.
about this with Ashley. If you could have a gigantic house, like a 50-room house, would you? A huge house.
Oh,
Would
100%.
you would want a huge house?
100%. Yeah.
So would you be concerned about the issue of dust in the rooms of the house?
No, because
You would not
with
be
that
concerned about
with
the
that we would have dampers that you could shut off vents and shut off all those other things that you could just close those off until you need them.
And dust is majorly human skin cells.
Correct. It would not
wouldn't
be a whole
really
lot of
have
dust in uninhabited
A
places.
whole lot of dust. Right. Okay.
Right.
Thank you for having my back on that one.
Yeah. Take the house, man. Take the house.
The biggest issue with that is like if one part of the house got set on fire, you may not know about it.
Right. Right.
Until after a while.
Right.
Like, there
Or-
could be a huge, or like a water leak.
Yes. Water leaks
or
are
some-
big, so you'd have to put in
something
some
like a break-
detector, smoke detectors, CO2 detectors, and water leak. I have water leak detectors around.
water leak detectors.
Yes.
Like all those feet.
No. Stand by. Hang on.
I'm standing by. Hold on, let me stand up. Water leak. What is a water leak detector? Water leak detectors? Probably wouldn't live there the whole year. 2, you would have housekeepers, but you can't afford housekeepers. It's just a gift toaster. You just get a. Oh, there is a water leak detector. Look, I'm googling a water leak detector. What the heck do these things detect exactly? This one costs $1,100. No, that's not it. It's a pad that has 2 metal contacts. You have two metal contacts. I don't understand. Okay, I'm excited for this. I want to know what this water detector is because I have never seen a water detector. What is that?
It's a water detector. Okay, so
What does it detect?
water. Hey, so what you do? You know what a project manager does? Manages projects. You just flip the words around. What does a water detector do? Detects water.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's how the English language works. I see.
All right, so it's a little pad, has 2 little metal contacts on the bottom. So my home uses Insteon products. There's this little hub I bought a long time ago for like $60, and it ties stuff like light switches and all that. I can control the AC, the garage door, the light switches, all from my phone.
Oh, sweet. That's cool.
And so the fan that blows right on me is controlled by a switch on my phone. And then I
wow.
bought a pack.
Phones, man.
Yeah, Insteon, Insteon. I bought a 4-pack of these for $100, and I put one underneath the dishwasher, which is this one says dishwasher. Da-da-da. One
Okay.
in, and then the other one's in all 3 bathrooms underneath the toilet.
Okay.
Right?
Because that's a pretty like.
Oh no! In 2 bathrooms underneath the toilet, and then
still-
one of them is underneath the washer. I don't know if one of them's underneath the washer, not in one of the other bathrooms.
I don't know how they detect water leakage.
So
They have to be covered in water.
no, there are these 2 little metal contacts on the bottom. These 2 little silver pieces. See if you can see this. You might not see it
Yeah, I
on
can
my
barely.
camera, but
Yeah, I
you
can
can see it on this one.
kinda.
So silver. If a electrical connection goes between here and here,
Oh, I see.
It goes bip and sends off. Then there's a little battery in here that just keeps it powered. It lasts for about a year or whatever.
So if you take just a piece of metal and put it in between the two, it'll start making noise?
Yeah. And then it sends you a text.
Oh, wow. Oh, nice. So it's like, hey, there's a water leak here.
Yep.
Okay, that's a really great way to do it. I love
Yeah.
that it's on your phone. That's really cool.
Yeah. It sends me a text.
I only recently got a future phone. Is what I'll call this.
All right.
A future phone.
There you go.
Nexus thingy.
Yeah.
And it is pretty sick.
Oh.
The only thing
It's
I use
awesome.
it for right now is I can open it up
Can
and turn my TV on.
Also, no. Two things.
Okay.
Pokemon Go.
And I have Pokemon Go already. I can show you my Pokemon Go.
There you go.
And also I can put YouTube on the TV.
You have
From-
Chromecast? You have a Chromecast or something?
It's a Fire Stick.
Yes,
From
yes.
Amazon Fire Stick.
Awesome.
We had a Chromecast, but it broke.
Yeah. They're
It's
all
one of the big
$30. They're all about the same
Yeah,
stuff.
it's not
whatever.
that big a deal.
Not that
really.
big deal.
So, but we got a Fire Stick now, and it hasn't broken yet. It gets really hot though. Do you have? Would you have a Chrome Stick or Fire Stick?
No, the Google. No, the Chromecast doesn't get hot.
Okay,
I have
no, see, the
version
Fire
2.
Stick is,
Some
like on fire. Like it's like my CPU.
fire stick, huh?
Like it's a.
It's a stick
I
of
realize
fire.
now. That makes sense.
That's
huh?
why they
It's
call
all
it.
planned.
Wow,
It's a
this really gets
design
hot.
choice,
How can we market
not a
this?
flaw. It's as if it were a Fire Stick.
How can we market this?
How can we?
How can we use this to our advantage?
It doesn't actually like broadcast video or anything. It just gets hot.
We can either add $10 worth of heatsink and a fan, or just call it a fire stick.
Genius.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I didn't pick it up. Yeah, I do have Pokemon Go now. I got some Pokemans.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I mean, Pokemon Go has got me out of the house more than anything else in
I
the
know.
past
I know.
26 years.
Yeah. I
Like,
know.
Nothing else in humanity has ever got me out of the house.
I know.
I've never been like, hey, do you want to go outside? I was like, Ashley, let's go to the mall. And she was like, yes. I've been waiting for that for the entire time.
It's like
I've been here
it's
for 3 years.
my soul.
This is the
My
first
soul is
time-
fed.
First time ever. And I only want to go to the mall so I can walk around and get Pokeballs. That's
Yep.
it. That's
Yep.
all I wanted. Right? Is this made by Samsung? I think this is actually no, it's a Nexus 5 something. I didn't buy it. Okay, Mama Sugar Mama bought it for me, so
Awesome. Awesome.
that's what it is.
There you go.
Like I didn't have a phone for a long time, but I still don't actually have a phone for real. You can't actually make calls on this. It's only a Wi-Fi thing.
Oh, really? There you go.
But my SIM card is on the way, so one day we'll have it.
Yep.
Wait, this is the cursed lid. Okay, yeah.
Yep. So,
You know what? I was thinking about this yesterday. The Fire Stick thing, there definitely should be a thing that I can connect to my computer, onto my TV, to the HDMI thing, and then broadcast my computer stuff to my TV, like straight up. There should be a thing like that. There has to be a thing like that, right?
Chrome, anything you have in the Chrome browser goes to
There's
the
an issue with
Chromecast.
that. Not with the Chrome browser. No. Oh, you can
Yes.
use the Chrome browser, can't you?
Yes.
There's a bit of an issue with that. I want it to be the screen that I have for my computer more
right.
than Chromecast, because Chrome has this thing where they don't like certain things being broadcast on your TV, and they have some issues with some certain things that you might want to be doing.
But if I can play an Amazon movie, a Netflix movie,
So you may not be able to do that in the future, is what I'm saying. They may be like, okay, we detected an Amazon movie and we're going to shut your Chromecast down.
oh, maybe.
Because we don't want you doing that. Or,
Well,
there's
that's
some legal
well,
issue.
that's why they sell it. That's their whole marketing deal is whatever you can get in Chrome. This is why we're better than the Fire Stick and we're better than Roku
Right.
and all that sort of stuff. Is
That's
because
why I like the Chrome Stick a lot,
Right.
because it can't do that. But there's going to be some legal trouble with that, probably.
really.
Because you could take the Chrome Stick and broadcast to like a movie theater with it, basically from your computer. You
Correct.
can go on Hulu with
And
your
that's
Hulu account.
that's what we want to do with
Right.
our streams. Is we
That's
want to roll
definitely-
up into some bar that has a Chromecast, and you can say, "Hey guys, let's turn off this hockey game and let's watch the Video Game Badger do a speed run."
Video Game Badger, yeah, exactly. That's the dream. One day that's gonna be. I mean, that's already a reality. There's already gaming bars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Twitch channels that's definitely playing. But one day
One
we'll have our own bar or our own grill or whatever.
Whatever.
And then definitely Clowntown. Don't you squinty eye Clowntown me. We're definitely gonna have our
Don't
own
you squinty eye clown to me.
establishment.
Don't you give me that look. All right, you want to hear my idea?
No.
Good.
Is it as bad as the gum idea that you just gave?
No, my idea for this program right here. It's called.
Oh right. Yeah.
It's called
Okay.
Would You Rather.
Okay.
Okay. I've been kicking around how I want to do would you rather. Now here's what we do. is we have a trusted someone like, I don't know, Shady,
Okay.
all week in your audience and in my audience, give out a survey like Survey Monkey, right? You know the Survey Monkey accounts?
No. Survey Monkey accounts? I do not.
You know, have you ever taken a survey?
I have taken a survey, yeah.
Right. It's Survey Monkey is one of those companies that, and you design this little survey where people can go fill in a form. It's like voting, but it's more broad, like a fill in the blank or multiple choice or a slider bar, or
Okay.
companies use it for rank the burger that you just ordered 1 through 5.
I
And
understand what a survey is.
Survey Monkey is the software
The
that runs that.
internet surveys?
And
Okay.
that's probably what they embed into like the Whataburger app or the Chick-fil-A app on their rating system.
Wait, there's a Chick-fil-A, a Whataburger app? Sorry?
Probably.
Hold on.
There's Chick-fil-A app.
There's a Chick-fil-A app?
Yeah. Chick-fil-A 1.
No, anyways, I'll do that later.
Yeah.
I didn't know there's a Whataburger app.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead.
So probably
Okay,
what you
so-
can probably what you can do with Whataburger, order, punch, pay, and then you drive up and you hit I'm here, and then they have your food ready for you, and you walk in,
way.
walk out.
You cannot do that.
Chick-fil-A. I do Chick-fil-A all the time.
This is not the future.
It is. I did that.
We're not there yet.
I did that today with my Chick-fil-A order. As I'm walking out out of the dentist,
Please don't say that you had Chick-fil-A today.
I did.
You didn't. Don't say that on the stream. Like this is where I would hit the dump button. The dump button right now.
It's not
You had
offensive.
Chick-fil-A. It's offensive to me. I'm offended. I am officially offended.
And
that
here's
you had
about the
Chick-fil-A.
Asians, and here's what we should do
Uh-huh.
about immigrants, and
Dump,
then
dump.
Chick-fil-A. Dump.
Dump.
Oh, you're
Dump,
gonna dump
dump.
Chick-fil-A, but you're not gonna dump the
Chick-fil-A,
Asians at the end? Okay.
Oh. You can talk about the Joe Chick-fil-A, okay?
And
Dump it.
women, and another thing, and minorities, and Chick-fil-A. Oh, whoa!
Dump,
Time out, Blake.
Trump, you're pulling a Trump here with the Chick-fil-A. Okay,
Yeah.
so what's the idea? What do we
So
do with these
here's what I want to
surveys?
do: is I put in 5 questions into a survey. You and I do not look at. We can look at the question. We don't look at the questions or the answers, right?
But somebody has to. So okay, so Shady
Shady-
has to create the survey.
Shady, I can give
then-
Shady. I guess I can give Shady the questions because we have to guess the results of what our audience would do.
I see. All right. So it's like, would you rather eat a cold hot pocket that has been,
Right.
I don't know, had things done to it? What is it? Blended cold hot pocket. Would
Right.
you rather eat that or? Okay, and then we have to guess what our audience would say.
Right.
Okay, that's a cool interaction.
And
I
then,
like that.
okay, so here, one of them is, okay, would you rather get stood up from your high school prom or would you take the date of your dreams to the prom and have them leave with someone else? Right?
Definitely.
So, okay, so hang on.
Number two.
That's a question. So then we
hypothetical.
put that to the audience for a full week in your chat, in my chat, and then so we collect it from all of our viewers.
Anybody
and
who's
then-
never seen our channel.
Yep. And then
Okay.
a question goes to you, and you say A or B, right? And if
Right.
we have 5 of them, and if you choose right, you get a point, and it's 3 to 2, right? So it's even odd. Loser does 50 push-ups next day,
Like it. Yes. Agreed.
right?
Handshake.
Handshake.
Internet.
Boom.
I agree with this. Yes,
Shady.
50 Okay.
Shady,
Shady, you're up.
I sent you a message off stream. I need you to do this for me. Can you do this for me? That's my idea. So that we are using our intuition to say
Right.
what we would like to do in those things. We also get the subject matter of talking about the thing, but now there's an added thing of a contest, and we have to guess what our audience would say. And so 51% agree with you, then you win the point. Play to 3
Okay,
points.
Right.
We do 5 questions, play to 3
First to
points.
3.
Yep, first to 3 wins, and it's on.
Oh, we should submit our answers and then tally points. So we go through all 5 and then we do our answers. Oh, what do we have? Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, well, it would work where you get to choose, and then I get to choose, and you get to choose, and I
Right.
get to choose, and you get to choose, and then we do 5. So each alternating question, we get to try and agree with the audience, and then 3 to 2.
What if we get 0 points or tie? It's still possible to tie.
No. If you guess wrong, I get a point.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So
All right,
if
all
you
right.
guess the 40%
There's
question,
always 5 total
then I get a point. Yeah.
Okay, great. So you're really hoping the other person just fails. Okay, no, this is
Or
great.
you
Yeah,
just
this is-
or you just own
yeah.
it, you know, or you just own it and
just be it.
you agree with the audience.
See, that's gonna be tough. I like it. Good.
Yeah.
10 10.
Is that good?
Aye, captains. Okay,
Good.
great,
Thank you, Shady. Okay.
Okay, so what we need to do is we need that link, and then we both have to put it in our bots on a timer, probably. You know,
Probably,
that's
yes.
it.
Take this
And then
survey.
also not click on the link.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So here's the thing: is that Shady has to be the administrator, and it says hide results from participants, so that
okay.
we can go participate in
Okay, we can even vote.
and
All
log
right.
our responses as participants, but we won't see the results. Shady will be the only one who can see results, and then she'll play, or Shady will either send the results to a different mod or something and help us play.
Right.
If she can't be
Great.
here.
Easy. Good. I like
Is that
it.
good?
Yeah, I'm down.
So,
I'm
but you and I never ever see the results, right?
until the very
Until
end.
the very end, right? So,
Yeah.
and Shady would love that. See, yeah. That power, though. That's right. She's like, yes.
That power though.
But then she can reveal who got the point, right? 60%
At the
voted
very
this
end.
way, 40%. So it's not really what we would do. I mean, it is,
Yeah.
but
we
it's
take it to
do we
what
know
is-
our audience?
Right, our audience. That's exactly.
And
what it
here's the
is.
secret.
It's less about us, whether we know.
Yes.
What other people would pick is what we have.
And
to
then
guess
all week, guess what we do? We drive traffic to
location,
this show.
And then oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's why I like it so much, because it's a cooperative thing, and we do individually that comes back to this show. And then people are like, hey, I wanted to see that input that I had pay off with that 50 push-ups, because life has consequences, for sure.
Huh?
Good thing in content. I like
Huh?
that. That's a great way to synergize all three shows together. To
Yes.
DIY.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Yep.
Well done.
So
Very nice.
So every Friday, so the deal is that every Friday we have to put in a new survey, right? So then it starts going all, and we get a week's worth of results, right? So we have a big population to choose from.
Right, both of our streams for a week. That's a pretty big amount of
Yep.
people, right?
And five questions only, because we'll spin off into La La Land if we try and do 10 or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
we won't
even get through 10
won't
questions. It'll be 2
Right.
hours of 5 questions.
right.
Now, what Stu is making sure. which
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
sure
yeah.
you're
My
aware,
push-ups,
He's
not
doing-
Ash, not Ash.
It's just, he's been like super
Yeah.
into that since didn't want like Ash do push-ups. I lost this Thursday.
Right. And push-ups are paid off on the other person's stream.
Stream, right?
Right, because that's
it's impossible.
right.
To do
We
it
couldn't do it here,
basically.
but push-ups will be paid off in the other person's stream and on the weekend or whatever, or Friday or Saturday, on one of
Yeah.
your big days.
Yeah, however you want to do it.
Everyone do it.
Whenever you get your 50 in, easy peasy 50 no squeezy.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Easy. We could think of other consequences too. I think consequences are an important part of this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
If there was, I guess it'd be easier to have better consequences if we had a studio together.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of hard if we have
Loser gets a tattoo on their butt. Yeah.
Right. Loser gets, has to eat this thing, gets a tattoo, and despite that they really don't want to have a
Yeah,
tattoo.
right.
Of Princess Zelda or something like that.
Right.
Some nonsensical thing.
Pied in the face. Yep.
Pied.
Yep.
See, the issue with one of us get pied is that we have to both have a pie in this circumstance.
Right. Well.
We both have to have a whipped cream pie.
Right. We've got Ash has a pie in the face already.
Right. Video.
So we've already done that one.
It's not hard to get a pie, but I
Right.
feel like 50 push-ups is a reward I like more than
Yeah.
just getting pied, because 50 push-ups is good for you. It's good for you.
Yeah.
Good
And
push-ups.
50 kind of sucks.
I mean, 50 is a lot of push-ups.
50 is it's not 20.
Yeah, 20 I can just do in one set, get up, right, we're done, I'm
Right.
out of it. But 50 is going to be 3 sets basically. 20, get up, relax.
What?
20, get up, relax, do 10. That's how I'll do it probably. I
You
won't
can't do 50?
in one set. I mean, I probably could do 50 in one set, but I'd be like Jello afterwards. And it'd be
50.
And I actually do good push-ups, remember. Nose touched ground.
Yeah.
Full extension.
Absolutely.
upwards.
Absolutely.
Not going to be able to do 50 in one set.
Really?
Yep.
Well, there you go.
I am weak, flabby-armed badger.
Man.
After being out of the military for
Dude.
forever.
I'm freaking weights and jujitsu, Blake. I'll push that earth down. Like all the way down.
We should play some. We can't really. I want to play some like card game kind of things. I don't know if you've seen It's like superhero. You create your own superhero and you have them battle against one another via this card game. It's kind of hard to play though, I guess.
I wish we could do more stuff like that because it requires an in-person kind of deal. Like having a studio set up.
Magic the Gathering.
Or something. I mean, not. I was more thinking like a party game rather than anything. Like that.
Can I just tell you, I am enamored with card games.
Okay.
I want to have a good video game card game like you would not believe.
Like you want to own one?
I grabbed Hand of Fate on blind. Hey, it has to do with cards. I'm grabbing it. I grabbed somewhere the weird Warrior Solitaire thing. Like I love me a good card game.
Of Dreams?
Hearthstone is pretty good. It got a little complicated for me because now a lot of it was pay to purchase better stuff, and I can't compete with that.
That's how card games work. That's how multiplayer card games work.
But I like the concept of 52 cards in a deck. We're gonna throw down. We're gonna shuffle. You may get great cards, you may get bad cards, but play the hand you're dealt. It's possible for a low card to beat a high card based on your decisions that you make. But play your hand, right? I love that sort of stuff.
Guild Engineers.
Yes.
That's a good card game.
That's on my wish list, and I'm watching it for. Yeah,
it's a little bit different. Actually, it's a lot different than Hand of Fate. It's more card gamey than Hand of Fate is.
Yes, Gilded Engineering. I've got that one. I saw either Mischief or like Bellinor play that one day, I think, or maybe it's Darunial. I don't know. One of the. I remember it was a lady streamer that I'm.
Oh no, I think it was Darunial. Yeah.
Loosely associated with. I went, oh yeah, and I saw her play that. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Darunial, and I went, I want this wish list, and I've been watching the price point go down. So.
I was waiting for that email where Gilded Engineers is 99% off.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
It's like, hey, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got a Endless Legend was just recently a huge amount off, but it's still a little bit too expensive.
Yep.
There's a lot of Endless stuff that was recently big chunk. There's actually a bunch of sales that went on recently on Steam. We need to do Steam talks more often, in fact.
Yep.
Are we going to do a Dear Badger today? You got one of those?
Dear Badger.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of smartphones.
Oh, yeah?
Speaking of smartphones.
Someone peed on
Mallory
my smartphone.
Ortberg is a columnist for Slate Magazine.
Give it to me, Mallory.
William Bishop wanders around malls looking for Pokeballs.
Pokeballs. Not Pokemon, just Pokeballs.
Pokeballs.
I just want to be the very Pokeballist.
Dear Badger, my husband and I have been married for 4 years. Lately, I've noticed that I'll enter a room and remark something about, I'd love to do that one day, and he ignores me. I don't get the head nod, grunt, or eye contact. Oftentimes, he's checking social media, and he'll say, after an awkward 3 minutes of silence, sorry, I was just reading something. I certainly don't need to be acknowledged all the time, nor does the room have to be filled with active conversation, but I find his silence disrespectful. I've tried to talk to him, but he brushes it off as simply, I didn't think I needed to answer or even go outside. I had the go outside part. Or worse, what do you want me to say, he says. Am I being too sensitive? Sincerely, talking to walls in Ottawa.
Maybe a little bit too sensitive. Maybe ask him why. Have you asked him why he's not responding to you? Honey, I would really like to go to Whataburger today. You get an instant response.
Whataburger.
But honey, I want to go to Israel one day. You might get a. I don't have a comment. I don't know. I mean, after being married for 3 years, is this like a
4 years?
4 years, sorry. Is this not a consistent thing? Obviously, this is a new thing that you're having to deal with.
Lately, it says. Lately, I've noticed.
Right. I don't know. Maybe talk to him. Yeah, maybe ask him why he's ignoring you. Talking to him is the best thing you can do. I mean, I ignore people all the time, constantly.
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. What?
Probably ignore more people than I talk to. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're bothering me, or that you're annoying, or that the greatest thing I can do to cause pain in your life is to ignore you. But it might mean I just have nothing to say to what you just said to me.
True.
I don't always have a comment. I wouldn't take it as bad that he doesn't have a comment. It's good for couples to interact and talk, but I don't know. I feel like overreacting just a tiny bit.
Yeah, certainly more overreaction than to email, someone as seasoned in the industry as William Bishop to answer your question in public. So, advice columnist, Mr. William Bishop.
Advice columnist. One day, Clowntown, I'm gonna quit this job and either be an infomercial do infomercials or be a columnist, advice columnist.
Yeah.
That's my true calling.
I'm just gonna put a pin in infomercials right now.
Yeah?
Infomercials. Oh my goodness, that's good.
Infomercials. Here we go. We'll talk about that next time.
Next time. Yeah, I would say that happens a bunch because I've got a bunch of jobs and I am crazy distracted all the time. But I mean I can. But when the wife says, "Hey, can you do this thing?" I'll either do one of two things. Hang on. Let me do this thing first, and then I'll come right back to you. Or I will do that, or I'll say, yes, let's do the thing. Let me knock that out right now, or start asking questions. So I'll either I address the thing right then. I said, give me like 5 minutes to like get my shoes off, because usually when I come in the door, it's here's all the stuff that I need to tell you right now, and I'm like, hang on, I have not untied one shoelace. So let me just I've still got my laptop over my shoulder. I'll say, man, give me like 5 minutes. Let me go in. Let me like put some wash my face, kind of change out of these jeans or whatever, and I'm gonna get relaxed, and then I'm gonna come down, and then we're gonna talk for 5.
Don't talk to me.
10 minutes.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's a code red.
Yeah, code. Step aside.
Sorry.
It's like
Move out of the way.
like in Pulp Fiction.
Please clear the area.
Step aside, Butch. So, yeah. So let me see, infomercials. Yep. Okay, that is in the deal. All right. And but yeah,
it's
but
a social thing to reply when someone talks to you for sure. You should always give an affirmative or
some sort of reply, or
some sort of reply.
Give me like 2 seconds. Let me finish that thing, and then I'll do the thing.
Shay says communication is important. I agree.
I agree.
think even small things, you're right. Maybe it is a bigger deal than it seems like, because it is failure to communicate when there is no reply whatsoever.
What do you do with your dogs to communicate that you're alpha? Give me like a couple of different things that you do, other than swat them when they need swattings.
Well, I don't know. Feeding them is a good one, actually. Giving them food.
You make them wait.
Giving them treats. Making them wait before the food, right? I control the food. The food is mine up until the... No. The food is always mine. At any point that I want to reach my hand into your bowl, I can do so. And we do that as well. Training really establishes dominance a lot of the time.
When they're in the doorway... or when they're obstructing, you move them out of the way?
No. They move themselves out of the way. Out,
right,
out, and they're gone.
Right.
They move out of the way.
At least at first, it's if they get too familiar, you brush them out of your path. Like you walk, you kind of walk through them.
Yeah, you walk at them. You walk through them, right? You don't let them go past you or around you.
Right.
You put yourself in front of them and you push them out of the way for sure. That's a really good technique for everybody. Yeah, totally. You communicate with them pretty much always.
Yeah.
At any point.
So similar things. We heard a good tip to do with kids. Similar stuff. You push the crap out of them. No, I'm kidding. No. What you do is when they're little, you start by establishing that mom and dad are in control, and mom and dad prioritize each other. And you call it. It's called like couch time. So what you do is when you come in the door. And the first thing that you interact with, there's a kid there playing, there's mom there doing the thing. You guys both go to the couch for 5 minutes, and you talk to each other. You don't talk. You say, "Hang on, kid, child A and or child B,
and our child B." Labeled. No, you don't have names yet.
I will be with you
in.
I'll be with you in just a bit. Right now, I'm going to sit here and talk to mom because instantly when dad walks through the door. Mom and dad, everybody needs everything, and so
what's activity there?
What dad or mom is supposed to do is go, hang on, I will be with you guys in a minute. I need to go talk to mom, and so mom and dad sit there visibly and have a conversation together, like on the couch where the kids can see mom and dad interacting first before the kids get their time with dad or before the kids get their time with mom.
I like that. I mean, you say it that, and I realize I do the same thing when I come home. I'll come in the door after being gone, and I don't talk to the dogs. I go do something else,
right?
And then I'll come back and talk to the dogs.
Yeah, similar stuff. Yeah, but it's the same thing. It establishes rank, and by the way, the kids they relax into it.
Right.
instantly. They're like, okay, well, I have to wait no matter what.
Yeah.
Whatever's gonna happen.
And they know, okay, it's another way that you and mom establish, okay, we are in control. I'm alpha, and I'm in control of this thing, and I got this. So calm your whine and there's a ton of other behavior things that just kind of settle down when that starts happening.
No, yeah, I feel that.
stuff.
Not from experience with children, but experience with
Yeah.
dog training. Yeah, I feel the diffusal of coming into the house.
Crazy worked on the daughter. Usually works on the ladies more than the boys because boys are less relative, right, and less relationship based, and they don't need all that business. Like Ash is kind of, oh yeah, look at this science stuff, whatever, and the daughter's more emotive. But as soon as I would walk in, I would say, hang on, daughter, I need 5 minutes with the mom, and then I'll be with you, and then we'll do that. Yeah.
Child A, BRB.
Child A.
1 second.
Child A, BRB.
Good.
Mom,
That's
hang
good.
on.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you beat them in Pokemon until they cry.
And then you just stomp them. Yeah. Oh, that was a defining moment in their psyche.
They're
Oddly
gonna
enough,
grow up and, like, they're laying on the couch with the psychiatrist. My dad beat me. Pokemon.
oddly enough, there were some a lot of behavior issues that settled off from that one too. It's like dad established dominance.
Dad is actually good at things.
Dad is actually good at things.
I have older and more experience than you.
Absolutely.
Who would have thought, right?
Absolutely. It happened too.
You trained all of your Caterpies to level 99, and I have one bird-type Pokemon that killed all your Pokemon.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's right. Yeah. And it did kind of happen where they were talking noise about, hey, I'm the best Pokemon ever, and they just get stopped.
It's so cool.
And then they go,
but
oh,
necessary.
it was necessary. Oh yeah, it had to be. And all
the best ever. Okay.
all that
Like me.
stopped. It's like, no, you can't be beaten.
We talked about this on my stream the other day. Have you ever purposely lost to someone else?
On rare occasion, yeah, probably so. When the kids are little, we in training.
Yes.
In training
exactly.
for sure. In training.
In training.
For sure.
So I do that all the time with fighting games or any of the games.
In jujitsu. In jujitsu.
Yeah, that's a great example of how you purposely let them execute.
I'll hold Ash off on one side and go, look, there's no way you're gonna. Why are you going that way? I've got you. You have to come around this way, right? And then the fact that he goes around his left side and comes around and gets my back, I'll go, okay, well, right, you got my back. Good job. You did it right. Right. So
I've done that tons of times.
Yeah.
Tons of times I have purposely lost or gotten to the brink of winning and then backed off to lose.
Yep.
I do that. I mean, that's a common tactic because the way I see the interaction with a video game is I see it purposely let me win all the time. Like I see it do that, and I know how video games are intended to work. So when I'm playing a player versus player game with someone, like be it chess or checkers or a fighting game or Rocket League, there is times where I'm like, okay, I won previously, or this is a new player and I want to encourage them to continue playing. So I am going to purposely lose right now. I'm going to, in fact, not play as good as I can and fail on purpose.
Right.
And never, ever reveal that I failed on purpose to that person.
Oh, really?
To give them the satisfaction of victory. Yeah.
Yeah. If we're in training, a lot of my stuff that we do with the family, usually I kind of can't help but win because the games that we play are kind of silly.
Sure.
Right? It's way more random than skill.
Like Monopoly. You can fail in Monopoly. What games?
So
I mean,
one example is Mario Party 9.
Oh yeah, you can just win.
You can just win out of.
Got really lucky.
Right.
Yeah.
You just get a good roll and then whatever. You just win.
Sometimes there are games that are hard. What's up? How you doing?
Right. But then part of that is skill, and so usually the mini games I win because I'm probably the most skillful player in the mini games. But just because I'm good at mini games doesn't mean I win all the stars. I'll get bad rolls and just lose half my stuff. So.
Playing League of Legends, Wolf.
What's up, Wolf? Yeah, I'll message you in a minute, Wolf, about what happened. So anyway, yeah. So losing on purpose is a good one.
Father-in-law and my son. I took a dive to make sure my son won. Nice.
Sometimes I'll play Kingmaker. Right.
That's a bit different.
Right.
That's a bit different.
I'll
'Cause
go.
If you've already failed, it's different than
Yes.
giving it away.
Two scenarios is one, I cannot possibly win, therefore I'm going to clobber person
Right,
A or
one
person
other
B
person
and let the other
to
one
wreck
win.
it.
Or I'm in the lead, and you remember Cannonball Run?
For Mario Party, no.
No, Cannonball Run, the movie.
Oh, the movie. Oh no.
Remember? Okay, so Dom DeLuise and Burt Reynolds are running, and they're kind of in the lead. But there's people gaining on them so fast. And what Burt Reynolds does is he takes his ticket and hands it to Dom DeLuise. And then Burt Reynolds turns around and jumps on the rest of the crowd and knocks 9 other people down. And he
I
says,
see.
go.
He's the kingmaker. He's just taking the dive. Yeah.
So he's kingmaker. He can beat him. But he wants to make sure. So what he does, he gives the ticket to his partner and says, go. And then he runs by and jumps and body blocks all 9 of them. And they all kind of tumble down. It's one of the best tackle moves. Oh, man, I'll put that in chat. I got to put that in chat. That's awesome.
When your kids are just a little older, play Munchkin with them. Destroy all their hopes and dreams. Oh, Munchkin is brutal.
Munchkin.
Munchkin is good. Cannonball Run is older than Badger. Yeah. I just looked it up too. Munchkin is pretty fun. I like as far as board games are concerned, I'm really, really in love with Catan. Settlers of Catan. I really love that game. I would never throw a game of Settlers of Catan because it's not as big a dedication as Munchkin, really. It depends how fast you play. But it's such a strategic game that I love that game.
Mm-hmm.
I would throw a game of chess. I'll pretty much throw any other games, but not Catan. No. Okay, if you beat me in Catan, you won fair and square.
Right.
I'm not gonna give that one to you.
That's a really I've seen it played and I've heard about. I need to get into it more. It's a really good one. Really good
play it
game.
online right now. It's multiplayer free from the company. They have a beta for Settlers of Catan.
Oh, really?
It is incredible. It is the best, one of the best games I've ever played, for sure. Like just games in general. It's really well crafted. The set is really fun if you have it in front of you. It's way funner if you have it in front of you. Like it's the mechanics are such that what a game really should do that's multiplayer, it should encourage conversation and talking, and that should be the real fun of the game, and that's exactly what Catan does. It's great at doing that. Well,
Cool.
Here you go. Let me post that.
I found it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, there you go.
Catan Universe is what it's called. It's great. Catan is a really, really enjoyable experience. That'd be a cool thing to do for some multiplayer or just at any time. You could stream
Catan
it.
Universe. Cool. I need to figure that out. Figure out Catan. Oh, chatty. Okay. Well, excellent. Okay, so I have the first survey. So Shady, I will talk to you afterwards. I've got the questions listed out.
Got it.
For the first one. So I'll send Shady. I will send you the link, and what I'll need you to do is replicate that in your own SurveyMonkey account, because I can't see it because I will see the results. So you have to be the administrator and shut off the part where people can get
view results.
Yeah, respondents can view results, and results will need to be viewed. It's a free account, but results need to be viewed in the Thursday stream, which is going to be awesome for next time.
Yeah, I like it. 50 push-ups.
Isn't that
on the
good?
line.
50 push-ups on the line. That'd be good. Guys,
Great.
go follow Mr. Video Game Badger. Oh, wait, hang on. I had something. Steam sale right this minute. The publisher is, oh goodness, Deep Silver, and your jam is the Saints Row Ultimate Franchise Pack for $4.87, 71% off. Go throw down on the Saints Row for $4.87. Okay, let me just tell you, not the best game. One of the most fun, absurd, crazy rides ever.
You would definitely get hundreds of hours out of all
You
those
will
games,
you will
for
get
sure.
$4.87 back right 100% of the time. Pick that up this weekend.
Did you know that XCOM UFO Defense is $8?
The
It is a game from 1992.
original one.
Yes.
Oh
the original
wow.
one. It's $8.
Oh, the one that's
on GOG.
impossible.
No, it's not that hard. It's okay.
Oh my god, that game beat the crap out of me.
Oh no, yeah, it's not easy.
That
But
game
people can
beat the
it in,
crap
like
out of
30
me.
minutes or so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's not nice. It makes me cry on the inside. I have tears.
Yeah.
Because on the inside.
I got so far down the road. I think I started 3 times, and I just got beat down.
It's easy to get wrecked, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But it isn't. I could talk about that game all day.
Yep.
Let's,
But yeah, that's a good one. Go grab that for $8.
Those are good games.
Piece of history. Piece of video game history. Absolutely.
Not really, honestly.
it is.
Saints
It was
Row,
revolutionary.
What does it do different than GTA besides dildos that?
Oh no! Oh, sorry. No. UFO Defense is piece of history.
UFO Defense. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah.
Saints Row. I just put Saints Row in the chat. That's raucous, ridiculous,
Yes.
redunculous, just insane fun.
In one of the DLCs, you become a superhero and you can literally fly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And you can. One of the best weapons is a guitar that you play and you jam out, and everybody else starts to jam out with you, and then you just wreck everybody. It's like a stun.
Yeah. They have that in Dead Rising too.
Yeah. And there's a gravity gun that's awesome, and there's all kinds of just crazy up. And the reason I liked it, you can upgrade the crap out of yourself. Just monster upgrade.
Oh yeah.
You start out as a normal dude punching people, and you go up to I'm shooting everybody and killing hundreds of people with gravity gun.
Yeah, with laser beam eyes and stuff like that.
Yep. What else?
Open XCOM for Android.
Green Man Gaming still has Dishonored at a discount for pre-purchase. If you want to jump on that, we do not recommend any pre-purchases, but there is a sale on Dishonored 2. Battlefield 1 is also pre-purchase on Green Man Gaming, 22% off, $46.79 for it opens on the 21st of October. Release date Battlefield 1.
Pretty much nobody cannot talk about this game right now, but Civilization 6.
Civ 6?
23rd, I think.
Yep.
So,
Civ 6 is
yeah.
out.
Get ready for that.
If you buy it, check Green Man Gaming and click through one of our links. We are affiliates of Green Man Gaming. We get a small cut
checking that right now.
of that. By the way, £7 last month.
Nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
7 pounds.
No, Civ 5.
That's awesome.
Civ 6 is
So
not.
thank you guys, whoever purchases stuff, whoever's been purchasing stuff from Green Man Gaming and and by the way, getting a monster deal. They
Yeah.
They
That's what
are
it's all about, really.
crazy. They're crazy. I don't know how they do that stuff, but
Arcade isn't even the biggest deal. The fact that you guys get 12% off a video game that's coming out now
right
is
on
pretty huge.
on release month, the whole month, it's usually cut 25%, and there's no reason for anyone humanly sane to do that. And I don't know how they do it. I don't know why they do it.
Civ 6 is on GMG, but it is not
It's not
somehow.
it's not on sale.
It's not on sale.
Not yet. Keep an eye on it though. Click through our links, sign up for an account, and then you'll see the deals as you go in. So, anyway, follow Mr. Video Game Badger. He is TVGB. You going live right now?
Yeah, I'm going live.
Okay. Follow Mr. Video Game Badger. He's an awesome streamer. He is my favorite streamer to watch and hang out with. By the way, that's why I picked him as my partner for Enough About You. He's excellent, even though his sleeping habits are crazy, and his
Terrible. Not
his
crazy.
his movie reviewing skills are horrible.
We're gonna fight.
Stay tuned for our video game review, or our first ever movie review.
Movie review.
Of
actually our first movie review.
of a movie called Next, starring one Nicolas Cage and Jessica Biel and Julianne Moore. Hotty, hotty, hot, hot, hotty, hotty, hot, hot. I have thoughts. I
bet you have a lot.
wicked
I bet you have a lot
thoughts.
of dreams too.
I
You
have
just
wicked thoughts. Anyway, check out our review of Next. We discovered that this movie is near and dear to Video Game Badger's heart, and so what we're going to do is our movie review is going to be where everybody sits in front of the show. Video Game Badger and I will start the movie muted, so where you guys can hear only our voices, and we sync it up. You play our podcast along over the movie, and we'll cut it up scene for scene for you. And we'll crack wise, and we'll do that. So if you have go right now and watch Next, and then you can, if you haven't seen it, and then you can watch it with us over it, commentating crack wise.
Because it's gonna be very different with us.
Mystery
Mystery
Science
multiple times.
Right, Mystery Science Theater 3000, part comedy, part review, all that. We don't pick bad movies to do that for, like Mystery Science Theater 3000. But yeah, anyway, we'll It'll be a raucous good time. What do you got, Badger?
Guys, a Patreon account is coming out for Clowntown. Friday, he's going to have multiplayer stuff going on for him.
Game Wisp, maybe.
I don't know. Game Wisp, right? Maybe Game Wisp, maybe Patreon. Depends on what he decides. I don't know when my next 24-hour stream is going to be. I still haven't decided. I still haven't worked up to doing another 24-hour stream. Will do eventually. 1 year, we'll be there. 24-hour streams are fun, and they're hellish, and I love them. We're definitely going to do one pretty soon. I'll hit you up with that. YouTube channel stuff, keep an eye on that because I'm going to have some new edited videos, actual editing going on, and actual YouTube videos for Fallout 4. I'm really loving Fallout 4, so that's to be up to you.
Excellent.
Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it so much. You know we love you. We'll be here next Thursday. We would rather be nowhere else than here right now. Stay motivated. Stay awesome. We'll see you next time. And remember, stretch.
Stretch.